1. I taught them well. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Novice DMing for yegVMP. Novice DMing, you guys are welcome, encouraged, and you are amazing for playing tabletop role-playing games just like these wonderful people at the table here. Hi, wonderful people. You guys are great.
Hi.
Hi.
Yes, welcome to yegVMP, our Vampire the Masquerade game. As you can probably hear from my voice, and I'm hearing just now, my voice is gone. It's fun. It's been a really wild last little bit.
It ran away.
Playing tabletop role-playing games and a bunch of like other gaming experiences, and yeah, that means that your voice will go away from you after you've been doing it for quite a while. But I wanted to still be able to get together with our wonderful players here because we're going to be taking a month off from the campaign because, Sami, you're going to be going away for a little bit.
Yeah, I'm going to be in beautiful Montreal and Kingston, Stratford, and Toronto.
Exactly. So, yeah, we are going to be taking a little bit of a break, which hopefully will allow my voice to recover. And I look forward to being able to see you guys after for one more session in our first full season of the game before the new year begins. So it's going to be fun. We'll be figuring out exactly how I can talk the best during this session so you are all not scared for me. I assure you I will be doing okay. But yes, so announcements, anything that's coming up. The only thing I do have a couple of announcements for Sorry Not Sorry. First of all, this weekend on Saturday at the Grindstone Theater, we're going to be doing our Fallout format for Sorry Not Sorry. It's essentially a bunch of like little short form games where we, as improvisers, have been tasked by Bethesda to come up with ideas for the next Fallout game. And just kind of give them some ideas and suggestions on where to set the new game at, and maybe, I don't know, fix the engine. I don't know what's going on with that series, but yeah, it's a great format. We really enjoy it. And then also in I'm trying to remember. 2 weeks from that Saturday, we have YEG D&D going up, where I'm going to be a NPC, and we have our first wonderful Leah Decor, who's going to be going to be DMing for the very first time. So yeah, Leah, we're so excited for you. And we can't wait to see what it is you come up with. So yeah, we have some wonderful PCs. I believe our very own Ross Zimmerman is going to be doing like a Tim Robinson individual. So yeah. I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be great. Mm-hmm. Next on the docket, we also... It's so fun to be like, oh, yes, I have many things to talk about. Next thing that's coming up is that Red Claw Gaming, where I've been doing some of my tabletop gaming stuff, is going to be doing a big event for youth coming on December the 21st. December 21st is going to be this big epic boss fight for youth D&D players. If anyone that you know is interested in the Edmonton area and wants to get their teenagers and youth involved in a big boss fight, please check out Red Claw Gaming for all their events and all the stuff that's going on there. I'm going to be a part of it, and I'm looking forward to it. I think we may have like 3 tables available. So yeah, get tickets now. We would love to be able to see you guys there. And I think that's it really for the major announcements. Yeah. Do any of you have anything you want to talk about as I drink water and make sure my throat's okay?
I forgot to take my ADHD meds, so I'll try my best. Let's do this. Yay.
Mm-hmm. Remember to check on your vampire neighbors.
Remember always to check on your vampire neighbors.
Yeah, community is more important than ever. There's a loneliness epidemic, and it's really killing people. Not vampires, because they're already dead, but...
Yeah. Well,
where is this coming from?
Well, it's more so the fact that like
this got heavy. I'm sorry.
Well, it's actually if you don't check on your vampire neighbors, they get lonely and then they also get like very vengeful. So then you actually have to like calm them down, or else they just go hunting at night.
Yeah, they get hangry.
Bored and hangry, and that's where people die. So yes, people do end up dead. But
at the intersection between bored and hangry.
Yeah. So check on your vampire neighbors because they also get lonely.
Okay. come play games at my one-shot events that I'm partnering with and don't contribute to the loneliness epidemic, I guess.
Male only epidemic.
Oh, wow.
Vampire.
Welcome to Vampire the Masquerade, I guess. That's great.
I just wanted to do the bit.
Hey, it's a nice bit.
It's a funny bit.
It's a dark bit, but I guess that's why. Hey, if you guys are here for it, I'm here for it too.
No, we're just trying to spread awareness of the vampiric loneliness epidemic.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. Great. Well, if that's everything, I want to establish your guys' desires for this session, which we talked about before. Penny, you are trying to find a new job.
Yep.
You also are trying to secure a food source for yourself because your death duelist it's not been working out. But, we'll figure it out.
I also have a ghost in my garage.
You got a ghost in your garage.
That's maybe a different problem.
I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Hey, I believe in you. And then Gertie, you are wanting to have Pattie open up about something that she's been shielding you from
For about 30 years, yeah.
for about 30 years now.
Yeah, because Gertie thinks that she knows everything. Like, everything that kind of goes on within the collar, but she's starting to realize that she does not know fucking shit. So
we're going to figure that out.
Yeah.
Do either of you have any questions before we dive into our session?
No, but I just want to... Can I mention my new one real quick? Because I just want to
Sure.
remind you that, just for, like, story-wise, sense the unseen, the vampire sense becomes attuned to dimensions beyond the mundane, allowing them to sense supernatural things occluded from the naked eye. Another vampire using obfuscate, auspex spying upon them, a ghost in the middle of the room, or even bloody sorcery at the storyteller's discretion.
Yeah.
So
I've got that locked and loaded and ready to go for you to kind of like be able to like set yourself up for opening you up to a brand new discipline. So yeah, we're going to be exploring that for sure today.
I also have a brand new discipline. We did skill level ups. I've got some present stuff. I've got awe and melp. Oh, mine. If you are watching and you know how to pronounce that, put it down in the comment section below.
Yeah,
We'd love to hear.
Yeah, give us the definition of that. Melpomene?
Yeah, melpomene. So
Melpomene.
Melpomene.
He's
Melpomene.
Melpomene?
So basically, awe is a pretty like fundamental one. Anyone in the presence of the vampire finds their attention inexplicably drawn to them, etc. You can check out more by Googling it, probably. But then the melancholy. The voice of the user becomes like that of a siren, able to entrance or terrify by itself without the user having to be present. The voice can affect anyone within earshot, but does not retain its ability if recorded or electronically transmitted. What does that mean mechanics-wise, you're probably asking? I'm happy to tell you. The vampire is able to use awe, daunt, dread gaze, entrance, and majesty through their voice alone. So those 5 things I just listed are all different presence abilities, disciplines. So it's hard to say, but it's going to be fun.
Yeah. One of the things
that
that
is
happens
very
within the Vampire the Masquerade system is that you get like experience points every session. It's not really like, oh, you're gonna reach a different level. So it's like every time you're getting experience points, you're adding new things as you kind of progress and go along, giving experience points for different values and everything like that. So there's not like, hey, Penny's reached level 7 Toreador or psychiatrist, and then Gertie is now level 8 bicycle gang member. It's like always like this open progression. And one of the cool things about that is that the ways that it's usually brought up and encouraged in the system is bringing it up through gameplay. So for Penny, essentially the structure and interest of that was very much coming from opening yourself up to being a vampire, which, I mean, Sami, you've been doing a great job when it comes to introducing a lot of like the justifications for your character. If you want to know exactly what has justified Penny to all this, check out the other episodes.
Yeah.
And we're going to be exploring a little bit about what Gertie's situation is in the session. So with all that in mind, if we don't have any other questions,
No.
then I think we're just going to get ready for this session of yegVMP. We're back. Now, when we last left off with our vampires in the city of Edmonton, Declan was in the process of checking in on Keith and Arnold Martin, trying to figure out what the process was exactly that, well, not even finding out the process, but just making sure that everything was passed off and that he knew exactly what had happened to Keith when his father had kind of more clarity in the circumstances regarding his involvement and what had all transpired. But then he gave a notice to Arnold that he was going to be leaving, basically not reachable. This also transpired with him essentially making contact with a local Nosferatu gun runner within the city, who also named Carson Davies, who Declan was hoping to arm himself up with basically enough ammunition to try and fight up against them assholes, as he referenced to as a caller. But what instead happened to the a lot happened. But essentially, instead, he was able to get himself like this, like kind of like incendiary round, single round for himself, and also some holy water that Carson was giving to Declan in case he wanted to take an easy way out from his from the consequences of his actions. But instead, Declan gave the Desert Eagle to his daughter, and then was getting ready to leave, but he went to go visit Penny, who was dealing with the ghost stuff, and then also dealing with a new level of humanity as you were drinking bubbles, or bubblies, as people incorrectly call them, and just trying to figure out the process of maybe being a death doula, which wasn't going well.
No.
You talked to Colin Bain to try to get him to help you. He was not helpful. And I think that it was just, he gave you a letter, basically, and you can share, not that, you don't have to necessarily read the whole letter, but you can tell us a little bit about the essence that you took away from it, from that particular letter, as he went back to Boston to kind of reconnect with his roots and maybe kind of help that disconnection a little bit from yourself with that bond and everything.
So, Declan came to say goodbye. Caught Penny in the middle of her mid-death crisis, as I'm going to refer to it now. She's got an angry ghost in her garage chucking wrenches at her. She doesn't have a job anymore. She's got to secure a feeding source. And she's got to, with the acceptance of being a vampire, she's got to figure out how she stays safe. Because a lone vampire pretending to be a human can fly under the radar, but it's getting too dangerous for her to try to feed or not feed. So she's got to figure that out. But so reconciling with Declan was actually really low on her radar in that moment. But Declan showed up to say goodbye, and I think Penny was pretty sad about it. She didn't realize he was going right then, but she did find a crisp paper airplane.
Yes, a paper airplane was tossed in your room, and you have that now. And
I have it. So she has read the note, and she at this point has more questions than answers, and she particularly has some questions about the collar that she might like to ask Gertie, assuming Gertie keeps her scheduled appointment. That one last scheduled appointment.
But isn't it like, from what I recall, isn't it like someone's going to be with you during that appointment? That's going to be very interesting.
It's actually, well, it's funny because you have made the decision to leave and not actually have supervision. So it's not even the situation of, oh, that appointment is held in terms of like you are passed on. Basically, you're given a notice, Gertie, that someone is taking on the new course, the caseloads, or at least people are requested essentially if they wish to be carried over. Some people are it's mandatory, but there are certain people who are visiting Penny as patients by choice. So it's like you are notified that the actual psychiatrist has changed, and you get a phone call about this adjustment. Basically notifying you, like someone calling from the office. It's like, hello, my name is Lena, and I work at the Patricia Heights kind of medical clinic, and we wanted to let you know that Penny Potts, Dr. Penny Potts has Dr. Penny Potts has effectively is going to be leaving her practice, and we have a new doctor that's going to be coming in. We want to know if you are going to be comfortable with maintaining your appointment with this new doctor, or if you would like to be cancel your appointment as scheduled.
So I have the option of canceling or dealing with a new bozo.
Well, I mean, you could essentially.
What happened to Penny? Why can't I talk to Penny?
Well, it was
I already know what happened to Penny. What happened to Penny?
It was a set of circumstances that we are not able to disclose the information of our own medical individuals, but needless to say, she has decided to leave the practice on her, and she's just not available, unfortunately. So, that's the nature of the situation. Mm-hmm. So, would you like to maintain your appointment, or would you like to cancel it for yourself?
No. Click.
That didn't answer my question. So, no, you don't want to cancel? You get another phone call.
Send it to voicemail.
Hello, this is the Patricia Heights medical clinic again.
And then I stop the voicemail.
Oh no. This is going to be a very difficult situation for Lena. Needless to say, will you be going to the space?
Obviously not.
Obviously not. No. But you could be able to meet Penny at a different time.
She didn't say that.
Well, I'm telling you that you can find Penny yourself if you still want to talk to her. I'm not Lena right now. I'm Liam. Liam is telling Monika.
I can't because your voice is like the same.
I know! I know my voice is the same. I know my voice is the same. Sorry, I know my voice is the same right now. And I know my voice is going to be the same for the rest of today. I know what situation I've put myself into. And I know what circumstance I am in.
Sorry, your voice is different than usual?
I'm well aware of the differences. I can walk through you. Everybody, don't do a 20-person game of werewolf in an entire Abbey hallway and scream at the top of your lungs to try to get and carouse the information, try to give information out to a bunch of drunk people. Don't do it. And then don't do an actual play game when one of your best friends comes to the table and calls you out when you cannot change voices and fluctuate between the tone of your own voice and the voice of the very sweet person that was at the therapy session. Don't do it.
I want to see Carson Davies today.
You give a call to Carson Davies. Ayo, we fix Glocks and also give Glocks. What's up?
No.
You want more Carson Davies? Hey, what's going on?
The harshest character voice you could possibly do. Carson.
I wonder what possibly could be the reason for this.
Me go visit Penny, break something. Shit, what was that number again?
So you are welcome. You know where she lives. If you want to visit her at some point.
Not today, though.
Not today, great.
Because my bike, I gave up my keys unless someone's... But I don't want to lead somebody to Penny's place.
I know, and you also have other things to do. Namely, Deacon is giving you an opportunity. Deacon is, after dealing with a lot of the situations... After you've actually altered the books regarding the actual chop shop.
Yeah.
So Deacon is... Well, namely, he's an individual who is responsible for a lot of the bookkeeping that happens at the collar, the kennel, within the club itself. But after your prowess, when it comes to actually being able to see and oversight, he just goes, Gertie, that was actually really impressive.
Thanks. I don't know what came over me, honestly.
Honestly, hey.
I think I've just been stressed to just like all just like.
Well,
bleh,
hey, can I just say that I think a lot of the books that they've been trying to keep haven't been like up to date in the last little bit. I mean, that stuff, noticing the Ford shit, good for you.
Thank you. I honestly, again, just stressed.
I want to ask you, have you thought about like opening yourself up in other ways aside from just like bookkeeping?
Like financially wise?
No, not financially.
Oh, thank God.
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
I'm not about to sell you Bitcoin right now, Gertie.
I've heard some things.
Okay,
in the pub,
don't unhear those things. Okay, unhear those things. Okay.
Yeah, but I look at them like, do I look like I know what I'm doing?
Get into Bitcoin like 15 years ago, and then get back into it.
I still don't
okay?
understand. Apparently, it's something that like is in the air. It's not even physically a thing. I still don't understand what Bitcoin is.
I wanted to say, if you're interested, maybe I can help you open yourself up, not to the past, 15 years ago.
So now you're pitching something me for the future? Another
Something that
opportunity?
you could maybe give you a little bit of insight.
Another pyramid scheme? I'm sorry.
Do you want to be a more insightful vampire or not, Gertie? That's what I'm trying to talk to you about.
Oh yeah, sorry. Shit. My
Well,
bad.
I just never knew that you had this interest. Like, that's the thing. Like, I've
always had interest for
Why?
To help everybody else. Like, yeah, it may seem indifferent, but I actually do care. Does it look like I don't care?
No, it's just like, I mean, I just never thought that the hammer ever wanted to like actually figure out like the structural integrity of the nail before. So.
Oh, okay, valid. That's a new word I learned from Price. Apparently, valid.
Oh, I thought you meant nail.
Oh.
I was like, no.
Do I look like I don't? Once. Do I look?
Are you okay?
Take your meds, kids. Do I look like I don't know where the fucking nail is?
No, you don't, which is why I was confused.
Do these hands look like I don't know where the fucking nail is?
No, these hands look like they need to be cleaned right now. You got grease like dripping off of your fingers.
I was about to wipe it on his shirt, but then I was like, so insightful, you mean? But I literally went like this and then grabbed a cloth instead.
If you're interested, tonight I could help you open yourself up to this.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
This night, there's like a big, like kind of like a big gathering of people showing up here. It's kind of like, it's actually the nomad members of the Collar are going to be going away for a bit. So that means that Roman, Beverly, Lux, and Nelson, they are taking Cooper and Price on a nomad trip. Essentially what that is they are, so because it's now November, Halloween is been and gone, they are opening these fledglings up to the opportunities to make them make the decision to say, do we want to stay as homegrown members of the Collar, or do we want to take ourselves out and travel and go nomad and essentially not be bound to the responsibilities of the Collar, while still kind of like keeping those tethers and binds to make sure that there is still, it's almost kind of like being able to break yourself off, spread out. You know what, rather than to just talk about it, I want you to make you can choose wits intelligence, but also do a streetwise check, just to know the ins and outs of your gang.
Wits or intelligence, and sorry, what was the other one?
Streetwise.
I have particularly scaled in gangs. Does that matter?
Add a die.
Ah, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
I have to talk out of the side. I'm like, you.
Oh, fuck. Okay, so I had but also with so technically
I don't know what this is. I don't know what
2,
this
4,
is.
6, so like technically 6, but that's because it's crit, but like
it's a crit. Oh, but a crit on a hunger die.
Yeah.
Oh.
With the other crits, it's best no.
Yes. Oh yeah, it's a messy critical.
So thank you, messy. My brain was like
messy critical, so that's 4, and then what else you get?
I got 2 crits and 1 messy crit.
Oh, okay, so
6.
it's 5.
I thought it was 6.
No, so what they do is the
2,
crits
4,
they
6.
pair. So 2 is 4. If you got 4, it'd be 8. So it's 5 successes.
That's stupid, but also okay.
You want to burn a willpower to try to get another
No,
crit?
5 is fine.
Okay, you could try to get 8.
Yeah. Do I need 8?
You want to try to get 8?
Do I need 8?
Do you want to get 8?
Fuck off. Yes, I want to get 8.
So what you would do is you would keep all the dice, and which one didn't? How many dice did you roll?
5.
5. If you want to use a willpower, you roll the anything that is not a hunger. Yeah, give it a try.
Just 2 regular. So that's 2, 4. That's 4, 5, 6, 7.
That's 7. Almost 8. So.
What does that mean?
So.
It's 7, but almost 8. Is 8 important?
I like the fact I look at this and it says messy critical options could be fail the test. It's like I can make you totally fail. No, I won't do that to you. But I will be saying, with this knowledge, it's pretty, like, you are going to be losing a lot of contacts with this.
What?
Because, well, it's just the knowledge of what you're gaining with this. But at the same time, it's actually, I will allow this messy critical to carry over into another bit for you, maybe in terms of desperation. So we're gonna hold you to this messy critical result later to something, meaning it's going to carry over to yourself in another more animalistic way, because it's just simply nature, like understanding something. Yes.
I was supposed to add 1 more dice. I was supposed to actually roll 6 dice. I rolled 5.
Oh yeah, go ahead and roll another die.
I literally looked and it was
hey,
like,
go ahead and roll another die.
yeah. I'm like,
Hey, let's see if you get 8.
I know. I'm like, please.
You get
No, but technically, since I did a will.
you
okay.
Yeah,
I
you
was like,
can re-roll it. Yeah, that's right.
Please. Yeah, 8.
That's 8.
Ah!
Okay, so you got 8. So here's what 8's gonna be.
Yay! I
Which
changed
is
the game by accident.
It's literally nearly impossible to get an 8 result. Here's what I'm gonna do.
Oh, wonderful.
I will let you choose for yourself in this session a moment in which you want your beast to come out.
Oh.
Like a more prominent moment to allow it to come through. So this is, again, a messy critical could lead to like a masquerade breach or gaining a stain. So it's the idea of pushing yourself, losing humanity, or allowing your beast to come more fully through. With 8 successes, I'll give it to you. I'm also going to give you the breakdown of your entire gang right now, because that's what this means. You know that every single member of the nomad groups in your collar is defined by that because they have enemies. And when you have prominent enemies in your crew, it makes it very difficult for the crew to actually be able to function. The reason being is because the enemies could be beholden to yourself. And so when you go nomad, it is essentially you are allowing the full gang, your full group, to not be burdened by your own enemies. Essentially separating yourself so if your enemies ever hunt you down, your gang is not responsible. It is up to you to sever those ties with your enemies before you can even be considered to be non-nomad at that point. So it's essentially they're kind of forced into it. The members of your gang that you know have enemies, I'll just tell you, Lux is shunned. He doesn't have a full list of enemies, but he is shunned by many people. Dole has enemies, but he's not a member of the nomad group of you because his enemies are like low level. He's actually kept it pretty on the low, and he's actually really well liked in a lot of community spaces. So his enemies, insignificant in terms of a lot of just his own regular context. Excuse me. You know that Ivy has connections. They're not enemies, but they are criminals, which is again why Ivy is a member of the regular collar. Beverly, Roman, Cooper, and those are the 3 major ones that have enemies. Nelson is also a member of the Nomads. Nelson's nomadic kind of connection is actually because he is kind of like a helpful, like more of a responsible person to watch over. Lux is the leader of the Nomads, but Nelson is like his second. Nelson is a nomad by choice basically, like, it was kind of like he will be that go-between, making sure people are like well connected and taken care of. You know that in terms of whose enemies are most significant, Roman has more enemies than anybody else. His enemies are prominent. He's got not just gang member enemies, kindred enemies, and a lot of it stipulates from his kind of old dealings that he used to do, especially with his like history of obfuscation.
He's still one of my favorites, though.
We love Roman.
Love him.
Yeah. But that's essentially one of the biggest reasons that it comes up. So this party is a celebration, like an encouragement of them, allowing them their freedom, but giving them that opportunity, that space to come through here. I'm also going to say it, with an 8 success, aside from the success, you never have to roll dice to understand. Oh, am I setting a precedent here? You do not have to roll any dice when it comes to understanding any member of the collar except for Pattie.
That makes a lot of sense, yeah.
But I will allow reduced dice in particular situations.
Oh, yeah.
If you word and create this investigation for yourself better. But not better, but in a clever and interesting way, then I will allow you to have reduced dice because of this. Because 8 is freaking crazy, dude.
I know. I'm very excited about myself.
So happy for you.
It rarely happens to me, so I'm very excited.
This is they're celebrating not only the nomads, but the meta moment of like Gertie has now rolled 8 dice and has succeeded in like really building up this house. So things are good. Everybody's drinking beers. Woo! Yeah, we're different people, but we sound the same, and everybody's having a good time. It's like it's like cold, but people have like a little bonfire, like little portable fires have been brought up. They've rented some stuff, so it's out in the area. There was a moment though where, as you are partying, Deacon clocks this like one trucker. He's kind of coming in. He's like a very large individual. He's very, like just kind of wandering aimlessly. He's very drunk. Very much so, to the point of just like he's stumbling, kind of making a mess of everything. What Deacon does is he says, guy over there is driving in the semi at the far end.
The green one with flames?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Go hide behind it.
Weird up.
And when you see him come towards you, take him.
Oh, okay.
Like, flashes his teeth.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah.
So,
I go do that.
There's a moment where this guy's kind of stumbling, and Deacon kind of like walks away from the rest of the group. And this is a moment where, I don't know if you've seen Deacon kind of like go to work before. You've seen him work.
Yeah.
But not go to work.
Yeah.
As everyone's kind of partying and celebrating, there's a moment where Price is just kind of like, he's hanging out with Cooper. Cooper's trying to enjoy a blood bag. Somebody swipes it from him. He's just like, come on! And everything's kind of mixing up. Pattie's having a good time. Beverly's hitting on everybody. And Deacon locks in on this one trucker. Bald hair, long goatee beard, scraggly, kind of like a vest, like a checkered vest. He's like, where's a pisser? Where is it? And Deacon goes, not here. And there's a moment when this guy locks eyes with Deacon, and he just kind of starts to stumble and move back. He almost like can't look away, but he's just like kind of repulsed by him.
Yeah.
And just starts to move away and like tries to look at Deacon at a certain point, but as he moves his eyes away, he cannot bring himself to look back at him, so he just starts to rush, going towards his car. As he does though, there's a moment where he starts to get towards his door, and then Deacon lightning fast slams the door, so the point where it's not even slams it, he grabs the door, gently closes it so no one is notified by the sound, and this guy's like, and he starts to run to the back of his semi.
Perfect. So I'm hiding like right on the very back end of it, and so the second he rushes right past the little edge, I put my foot out, and so when he stumbles forward, I grab him, turn him, and slam him against the back.
And as you slam him on the back, I want you to tell me what it is like when Gertie feeds on another mortal.
So essentially, as her features are very like Doberman-like and stuff like that, she's very like in tune to what she's doing. She kind of like everything fades like around her. She's very messy with it. She like kind of like a hungry dog in a lot of sense. So when she goes just like right for the throat. Especially if she's doing it messily, she just chows down right on the artery right here, and just goes to town essentially. But she also makes sure she covers his mouth to make sure he doesn't scream. And she's like quick about it, but she definitely like it looks like an animal attack. It doesn't look like even teeth marks are left out of it because she just keeps biting over and over again. Very messy.
Ooh, okay.
Like a dog.
Interesting. Now,
especially she's not having a little sip.
There's a moment when Deacon sees how kind of feral you go and actually kind of has to pull you off so that you do not fully kill this man in the process. But at the same time, you yourself are like kind of going towards him. Because you have decided the situation of your messy crit. Do you want this to be the moment in which it happens or no? You can choose not to.
What is the consequences really?
This man will die.
Will Deacon be disappointed in me?
Well, he's trying to pull you off of this man.
Yeah, I don't want it to be this moment.
Perfect. So it will not be this moment.
Yeah, but I feel like it's gaining to that moment. It was like kind of like a release, but because he pulled me back and off, it's almost like I didn't get that full release. So it almost creates more tension within Gertie. So she hasn't had that full like euphoric moment to the full degree. So I feel like that's going to actually be a worse crit in the future. But like we're going to work with it.
100%. What happens here is that you feel yourself be pulled off, and Deacon's like, "Hey, you're trying to kill him? Well, jeez." As you feel this come up, you start to feel this strong sense of power for yourself. This taste, something strong. This man is like a drunk, lazy. You feel there's something in here. You almost get like flashes of his own blood type as you were gnawing into him like a dog. Deacon's having to kind of clean up with his own saliva, like all the marks you made, kind of opening up his veins. And you just see as he's cleaning and sticking his tongue in through his neck to like clean the artery, you just feel this sensation. I know you've given yourself the actual aspects thing here already. It's heightened senses you've given yourself, correct?
No.
Or which is the one you've given yourself? I wasn't paying attention.
Sense the unseen.
Sense the unseen. Yeah. Thank you. As you do this, you can give yourself back an additional experience point from the purchase that you made. Ooh. Because what you feel here is a moment as you are looking through, you almost feel like an opening in awareness as the acuteness to his phlegmatic blood gives you something called reflection, which allows an experience point like to be given to this aspects. So you don't have to write it down. It just gives you this moment. Okay. But there are, I will let you know this as a note. Some individuals, they have an acuteness to their resonance of blood that as you embrace them, you begin to open yourself up to a greater sense of power. And if you hunt out more people with these acutenesses, their blood will be able to give you powers that every vampire seeks out. They are rare, though. Not everybody is a fully phlegmatic individual, melancholic, caloric, or even sanguine. But when you find them, they are something special. So Deacon has found a very special person for you, is now cleaning him up by the side of the Sami.
And I'm just like cleaning up my face and like, fuck. Thanks. Do you need help dragging him to the...
I'm good. I'm gonna clean him up. It's gonna take a little bit, but I'll I don't know, put him at the... I'll make him like look like he fell down the hill like next to the road or something like that. But it's just go.
Okay.
You're welcome. But
no, thank you. And so I instead of going like straight back to the party, go around the back to kind of...
Oh, get Cooper actually. You know what? I'll get Cooper and he'll clean some of this up with me.
Yeah, I just am covered in blood, so I'm gonna call Cooper. Real quick
Cooper's about to drink in his blood. Ring, ring, ring. Hello?
Hey, Cooper. You know that truck that's green with the flames on it?
Yeah.
Without making a scene, quietly go back there and help Deacon out. He's got a big dude to move.
Yeah. Okay.
It'll take you 2 minutes. It'll take you 2
fine.
minutes.
He
Okay,
just puts
thanks,
his blood bag down, and as he walks away, somebody swipes it. He just goes. As this is happening, you get another phone call.
I go. I answer it. Hello?
This is your voicemail services. You have 5 new voice messages.
Holy
To
fuck.
play these messages, press 1.
What's the button to delete again?
As you do that, we're going to go to you, Penny. I need you to please make a rouse check for me as you are awakening with your blood.
Okay, cool. Cool. Down. It's fine. It's a blank one.
Okay. That is a failure. Your hunger increases by 1.
Cool.
Penny.
Down.
You are
Oh my god.
You are in your house. You are sucking on every buble that you have right now in your fridge, trying to just satiate. You're like, yes, the carbonation may give you a sensation, and yes, you are feeling bubbles in yourself, but you are still feeling this hunger. The death duel working. You are getting no leads at this moment. It is becoming a desperate situation for you to maintain your level of hunger, and you know that increasing it above is going to cause your, this sensation of humanity that you have, you are going to be lashing out in another hunger frenzy. And I want you to describe to me, even the idea of a hunger frenzy now in your home, what you would even think that could end up being.
So, if she were to go into a hunger frenzy right now, there's a risk that she would go straight for... What's the name of her racist name?
Carol?
She'd go straight for Carol, probably. Daylight, no daylight.
Sold.
She would probably just be tearing through stuff, breaking things. Who's to say? But she would not be able to stay inside her home. That's for sure. And then it would just be, whatever happens.
As the evening is kind of just in the beginning processes of coming through, it's been a few days and you just feel yourself spinning. And you're just kind of oh boy, kind of moving cans. You've got I don't even know if you have blue recycle bags, but you're just putting them on your antique furniture tables, your marbled slabbed kind of kitchen counters, and just kind of breathing around. I want you to make an intelligence. You can choose a survival check or a... trying to see if there's an equivalent of a history. Yeah, I'm going to say a survival intelligence check.
Excellent. Well, let me just roll these 3 hunger dice.
Oh, that's sweet.
Ooh, we got a skull. We got a skull. 1 skull and 2 fails.
Oh my god. Did we switch positions or something?
Well, this is the story about my life got turned upside down.
I need you to tell me how... We're going to combine this with a couple things. We're going to first combine this with your compulsion. So I need you to describe to me this hyperfixation that you start to go to that is keeping you in this moment from opening yourself up to blowing up with a increase your hunger as well. Please describe to me what happens. I need you to tell me what you are focusing on at this moment. I'm so sorry.
So dumb. I think she's gonna try to focus on the buble.
Which one?
All of them.
Oh.
So the bit from last time was she bought herself every flavor of buble and was trying them all, and she had like half stacks of like half drunk ones, and she just like had them like all over the place. She was a hot mess when Declan showed up. So I think she's, why buble? It seemed like the funniest for the bit.
No, I love it though. I freaking love it. The different colored cans and everything.
Different color cans, different flavors. She does not care for the pineapple ones. Pineapple. Also, she thinks that cream soda is vile. She tried regular soda and it was far too sweet.
But if you're looking at all the bubles right now, is that even a question for you? Is pineapple shoved to the side?
I think she's got them in front of her, and she's kind of got them stacked, and she's kind of doing like a 3-card Monty with them, like organizing them like the color of the rainbow, like taking a sip and like, no, it's not satiating. No, it's not. Pineapple. Pineapple again. Like she's just like not.
You keep throwing these things back, and you realize there's a moment when it's like, Penny, you feel the sensation. It's like, find something in these, find some sustenance. You are aware that as you go through can after can, you're gonna run out of cans soon.
Yeah, I'm at 5. I'm at 5 hunger.
You will be soon.
I will be. Okay.
But there is one thing you do know at this moment.
Okay.
In your secret office upstairs, there is a phone number. You have not called this number in a long time, but you kept it for emergencies, and emergencies only. This is the most dire of situations you can think of. You've lost your job. You've lost everything that you have access to. You've been weighing out the options of, do I go with one side or another? I don't know what to do here. You know there is a number for a thin blood. Thin bloods, and you know this just like from your interactions, this person has been able to get you the wards for your homes. Thin bloods have formulae. They have some kind of vita that can maybe help you sustain yourself. This person could be the call that you can make. This person's name is K. K-A-Y-E. K-A-Y-E. You begin to go and find that phone number. You find it. You pull it out. You never thought you would need this number again, but you also were like, do not get rid of somebody for this moment. A debt was repaid. A boon was given. You know this will probably open you up to something. You may have to owe this person some kind of debt, some boon, something, but you need to call them. You go to your phone. You dial up the number. You know that any moment your blood is already rushing. You do not have to rouse the blood to do the touch stuff. You do it. You pick it up. You call a number. Ring, ring. Hello?
Hi, Kay?
Soft voice right there, cutting through. It's almost like, but you hear a voice is echoing through your mind. You're just hearing it swirl through. Yes, hi.
Hi, this is Penny? Dr. Penny Potts?
Why are you calling me again?
I'm in a bit of a situation. I was wondering if you had any vitae.
Vitae, you need vitae?
Yes.
One moment, please.
Yes.
Make a wits awareness check with me with a 2-die penalty.
Okay, okay, so I'm rolling 6 dice this time.
I believe in you.
It's a 2-die penalty, which means you subtract 2.
Okay, cool. So I'm just rolling my 4 hunger die then.
Okay,
Great.
4 hunger dice.
Great.
Yeah.
Fantastic. We
Yeah.
love this. Love this for me. Oh, 2 successes.
2 successes. Okay, 2 successes. You hear there's like an echoiness to the phone call for a moment, and you hear, yeah, no, I will absolutely if you yes, meet me downtown. I'm just downtown right now. I'm actually just coming from home. I can get something for you. What's the problem? What's the situation?
I'm at a 4 hunger.
What does that mean?
situation.
Like just very hungry.
The DEFCON scale. There's DEFCON 5
right,
and
the DEFCON scale.
Right. It's I guess I'd be at DEFCON 2.
Or no, that's DEFCON 2 hunger.
Yeah, that's DEFCON 2 hunger because it goes in the reverse order.
It goes in a reverse order. Whatever it is. Yes.
I am about to go into a frenzy. And I need Vitae.
You can come to me. Yes. Gives you an address downtown. Come meet me. I will be there, and you'll be ready. Just make sure you focus on anything to keep you from going feral. I have to go right now.
It's okay. I have buble.
What do you what do you prefer?
I guess. Let's try some sanguine.
Okay. I'll try. Boop. Hangs up. You feel the voices beginning to echo at this moment.
Anna, I know you're not there. You're there, you're not there. You're there, you're not there. You know who also isn't here? Anna, you know who else also isn't here? Declan. Go bother Declan. Because Declan isn't here. How am I going to get... Declan start... And she goes and she like grabs a bunch of bubles.
Yes.
And she just has the cans just like tucked into her arms. She's got like a single like green recycle like save the earth like tote bag.
Yeah.
She just puts bubblies in that. She's got bubblies under her arms. She like summons the Uber. She like haphazardly puts stuff on. She hears a clatter from her garage and she's like, Gabriel.
Yeah.
Behave! And she summons her Uber and waits and has her sunglasses on and her little scarf. And it's night, I assume.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. But she's all dressed up like she's going out in the sun.
You have the Uber driver arrive. You don't even lock eyes with him at this moment. You just hear his kind and friendly voice as you focus on the bubles. As he gives the address, you do not speak. You know, if a moment comes from you of you turning your head, you will be on this man, and he will be a mess across the entirety of his car. You get inside, you lock in, you drink, you continue to drink, and you are being driven downtown.
Pineapple.
Gertie. As you are at this party, there's a moment where you are in the thralls of feeling this new sensation come over you. And as things are happening, Nelson kind of pulls you aside for a moment. And like it's like a casual conversation that you're having with all the members of the collar, like seeing Lux off, like Lux is coming around and just like, yeah, so we're going to be like kind of moving around provinces for a little bit. We're going to like go up to Saskatchewan for a little while. Just for a little bit. I mean, we're mainly going to be going, I think what is it? We're going to go to Lethbridge, traveling the province mainly, but we got to stop by Saskatchewan. I got to make some old contacts there.
Just be careful when Lethbridge is quite windy, so.
No. What am I going to do about it? I'm just going to tell the wind to stop moving? I'm not going to move.
Yeah, that's valid. You're not going to move.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone's just like in good mood. So
everybody's going to fly away, and I'm just going to be able to like just like immovable objects slam into me. Yeah. Best way to feed is just like if something like spills up.
Yeah, honestly. You should have everyone tied by ropes like
like kite?
Yeah, like a kite attached to you so they don't fly away. If they are, they'll be in the air.
I'll just get fucking Bryce here, go weightless all of a sudden and just be like flying up in a kite, and all of a sudden Bryce is just like that's not gonna happen, is it? You're not gonna actually do that, right?
I'm just gonna pat him on the back, be like, "Oh, you're gonna have a fun time, dude."
Fuck you. Hey, I don't know. Maybe we're gonna have a price kite. I don't know what that. It might be a fun time.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Hey, you can use your glasses like a little signal or something like that. It's just like, fuck off. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. He's just like, oh, come on, settle down. Nelson taps you on the shoulder and essentially goes, Gertie, you have a second?
Yeah, of course, Nelson.
Just talks to you, like not like pulling you away from everybody, and he just says, so got a little something. Just kind of wipes off a little.
Oh.
Wipes off a little nose bleeding.
Yeah, just a little blood.
I was going to tell you, before we get going here, I decided to reach out to White Fang.
Yeah?
And, well, he actually, I told him a little bit about just your nature, yourself. And, I hope you don't mind, but we're kind of thinking we could do some kind of trade, if you want to meet him.
Trade?
I can't really go into it right now, but he's actually thinking you might be able to help him out with something. Well, I was thinking you could help him out with something, and he owes me one. So, well, yeah. If I was thinking I could, yeah. Well, he's always kind of cagey about some stuff, but I was like, I was figuring because we're not going to be around, it might actually be beneficial if you actually meet him.
Yeah.
And we'll meet them, and then just like then once you meet them, we can actually, you know.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying not to sneeze.
That's okay.
Yeah, it came
Something
over
itchy
me.
on you?
Yeah, like I said, nosebleed, like you said. So
Yeah.
my nose is a little, stuff is
100%.
happening. Honestly,
well, you can meet them, and then they'll have a conversation with you, actually.
yeah, actually, I'd appreciate that. Thank you. And also anything to help you out, to help, help you with connections. And like,
Sure.
you help me with connections, and I help you, if he owes you a favor by the end of it, and myself, then that would be...
Well, if they owe you your
Yeah,
favor,
yeah,
kind of
yeah,
thing, If, we can actually get going in a few hours if you want, actually.
I'm not allowed to drive my bike right now.
What do you mean you're not allowed to drive your bike right now? We gave you a freaking Harley.
Yeah, I gave the keys to Pattie, because...
Why'd you give the keys to Pattie?
I found out one of the dogs that saved me and the kid passed away. And I almost lost my shit and drove downtown to absolutely tear apart the people that jumped me, and the kid. So I told Pattie, because they had to literally drag me out of the clinic, that I'm not supposed to drive for a couple of days. So, which is unfortunate.
Okay.
But I mean, we could always just like hook up the old sidecar, but I don't know if I'd fit. But it's mainly for dogs. But
there's a moment when Nelson gets a little uncomfortable with this.
Valid.
You know why?
Yeah.
Nelson's a farmer.
Yeah.
He feeds off of animals. So one of the hardest things for him, but you know that one of the things in the stipulations that he has, because you've been with the group for such a long time, is he doesn't feed off of animals that are like domestic, especially local in the city. Mm-hmm. It's one of the reasons why he actually went nomad too. Like, it was kind of like, I'm going to go because I'm responsible with Lux, but also because I'm going to go and not make this complicated, like this relationship.
Yeah.
He looks at you and says, I get it. I think you should get your keys back.
Yeah?
Yeah. Listen, I don't want to sound insensitive. So I'm just going to say, I don't know what you're going through. I don't get it. I can't. I can't know what you're going through. Yeah. I just want you to know that I think it's a very good thing that you controlled yourself with this. I think you should get your keys back. With all of us gone, you're going to have to be mobile. You're going to have to be able to do stuff. And I think you can trust yourself with this. You didn't go crazy here. I mean, your nose looked like it was bleeding quite a bit, but I don't know. I trust you.
I thought you were going to hand me that tissue for a second. And I was like,
do you want this tissue?
No, I'm all good.
You want these tissues, not the one I'm touching.
Yeah.
Sammy doesn't want any of these tissues.
Yeah. Let me fix my nosebleed.
Looks like I got a nosebleed too.
Wow. It's
I'm not allowed to be myself, apparently.
Yeah, we're like, it's contagious, This nosebleed, it's really, people should be aware. It's really that time. People say it's flu season. It's very much nosebleed season too. Your nose gets dry. Everybody gets nosebleeds. It's very contagious. Fuck you.
But Nelson says, hell, I'll look for the old sidecar. We can even take a truck. We could get a car and take a truck if you want to come with me. But it doesn't have to be today. I'm just thinking. But,
Yeah. Well, you guys
yeah.
are leaving soon, so
Well, yeah.
soon-ish.
Well, I mean, we're leaving tomorrow, so.
Yeah. It'd probably be best to do it tonight. We can always take a truck, but I think you're right. I think I need to talk to Pattie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And do you know where she is? Have you
I
seen
think
her?
she's like inside the drive and dive right now. She was talking to, what was it? She was talking to Galen. But yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'll let you know in a bit here.
Okay. You begin to go speak with Galen, kind of like working as like kind of her head office manager of everything. You travel inside and yeah, you see they're kind of in the back area in the main office of the drive and dive. Pattie's, she's enjoying a beer, but talking with Galen kind of like over some of the numbers and says, so we're actually doing okay. December is going to be kind of icy, so I think we're going to try to make a deal actually with some road clearance to make sure that we're like everything's all set up and properly function. We're going to have to get our snow blowers out. Pattie goes, do you think it's going to probably be do you think we're going to be dealing with last year? No, I think it's going to actually be a little less snowfall, but we got to watch out. I think we're going to get a little bit of activity. What is it? We got a couple of people who've actually kind of like asked for like reservations like in advance just to make sure they have space to park. So we're looking like we might get a couple people coming in the next week as you enter in at this moment. Pattie says, 1 second, Gertie. Okay, so just make sure that we confirm the reservations. How much staff are we going to need? Well, I'm kind of thinking maybe like might we want to be hiring a couple new servers. I think some of the girls are getting some burnout, so might even want to get a bartender. Andre's been asking for a raise because he's like taking on so much. So says okay. If we want to get a new bartender, sure. Looking for a couple new servers. I don't want to go for a big mass hire, but if we get a new bartender or a server that can do bartending, then that sounds good. All right, I'll follow that up. What do you mean?
Can I? And I look at her. Can we talk privately? Somewhat privately.
Oh, like here?
Yeah, or we could go to a different.
I mean,
space.
I'm this in my office. I mean, I can.
Yeah, and so
Pattie looks and says, "Galen, we can talk privately here, sure." Galen gets up. Pattie looks at you as Galen walks away. Yeah, Pattie looks at you and says, "Yeah, what do you need to talk about?"
I just want to let you know, like, I appreciate you helping me out and stuff. By taking away my keys, I really wasn't in my right mindset that day, but the other day.
That's okay. Yeah.
But
yeah, I'm really sorry about that.
I feel a lot better now, and
okay.
I think I can handle having my keys back and stuff like
sure.
that. Promise I won't do anything stupid.
Sure. I left them inside of the collar.
Okay.
Just like
cool.
if you want to go in.
Yeah, I'll grab
I can take them with you. Here, you can come with me.
Yeah. Before we do that, I just I got a question. That day that I gave you my keys, you seemed a little on edge, or something was bothering you. I feel like you're not telling me something. I feel like something's off, and I don't know how to approach you with this.
Penny, as you are driving right now in your Uber, you feel yourself trying to sensationally take the bublés, sipping on them slowly. You feel a jostle. Your eyes almost look up as you say, it's good to see you again. I hope you have a good rest of your day. And you just open the door and begin to go out as cans fall out.
Someone will get those.
Yeah, you don't even close the door. You just kind of begin to keep going. You hear the door close behind you. Not even a quarter block away, you see Kay standing kind of like on the side of a street, like outside of an apartment building, and they're just kind of like at the outside, like near the main kind of alleyway, connecting the building itself. Just kind of flags you down. Mm-hmm. You can see that they're holding a bag at their side. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you run over. As you run over, yeah, you say anything?
I sort of say, thank you.
Yeah, Kay is looking at you like, no,
it's the focus.
Yeah, no, of course. Thank you. Thank you very much. And just kind of begins to go into a satchel looking for some stuff. Gertie, you hear Pattie. She goes, Gertie, this is I know we got to talk about this. It's important. I know it is. And we should talk. Do you think we can maybe wait tomorrow if we would be able to?
You're not going to disappear on me, are you?
Make an insight check. Wits insight check.
I know these games. I've been here before.
Mm-hmm. Wits insight check.
What is my... one. Okay. Oh, fuck. Only 3 dice. Okay. 2?
2 successes.
Yeah.
Okay. You can tell... I mean, she looks like she wants to get out of this quickly. Maybe it'll be a quick conversation. Maybe she needs a chance to get her head right. That's kind of where you're at. Maybe she needs to get her head right and take a day just to be able to converse about this and think about what she's going to say. But right now you're not 100% certain as to if she would be there tomorrow. She's here right now.
If something is bothering you or you're hiding something from me, I want you to know it's okay. And if even by tomorrow you aren't comfortable telling me everything yet, that's also okay. I just feel that I'm in the dark, and even if I'm not brought into the light of the sun, I would at least like a candle lit, if you understand what I'm talking about. I would just like, even if it takes a while for you to open up to me, I would like you to start open up to me. Even just a little bit.
I need you to make a charisma persuasion check, or composure persuasion.
What is my persuasion? Where are you? 1. Oh, 3 dice again. Let's do this. That's 0. I am definitely using a willpower, and we're doing that again, and that's 1.
I'm going to let you know something. As a reminder, you could succeed using your using that messy critical for yourself if you want this that bad.
I do want it that bad.
I got 2 successes. I want you to describe to me how you connect to her, but letting that be known. And it doesn't necessarily have to be through ferocity, but I want you to describe to me how you reveal yourself to her in this more bestial, hungry nature, as you are hungry for the truth.
I noticed that she's not making a lot of eye contact anymore. And I just go around her desk. I put my hand on her shoulders to make her look at me. And I'm like, I am always here for you. I would do anything for you. But I need to know that you trust me. I need to know that you will be here for me as I'm here for you.
You feel her look at you, and she says, and I need to know that I won't lose you.
You will never lose me.
You, Penny, you see that they're fumbling. You feel the hunger. You're like seeing this. You're seeing Kay right now, and like maybe you could dive into Kay's throat. Maybe something could happen. Kay's fumbling inside of the satchel for a long time right now. You see they pull something out of their hand. Do you go to grab it?
I think she just says, "I owe you," and she snatches it.
You snatch it, and what you see in your hand, you go to bite it into it. You bite it. You get hard metal. You pull it out. You see a set of handcuffs. And Kay goes, "I'm so sorry. I need you to make a strength brawl check right now, please."
Okay, cool. That is 1 hunger die.
Sure. You can choose to fail if you wish, but you have just rolled.
I have rolled a failure.
Okay, great. Fun fact, when you roll 1 success, it doesn't matter when you roll at that point. 1 success on my front is enough to get you with 1 arm as you feel it pull you back. Wrist manacled on one side. You feel your wrist tied up behind you, and then you feel 2 strong individuals lift you up. One of them ties your mouth tight, binds it. You feel the clunking of bubblies falling through as you just see Kay stunned as you go into the back, and you feel yourself and a bag thrown over your head as you tossed into the back of a van. Both doors slam and you are writhing, and you go to 5 hunger, frenzying as you are in the back of this van.
Oh, fuck.
And that's where we're going to take our break.
Dip. All right.
Holy shit. And then Declan obviously leaves the investigator.
Right?
What the heck?
We're going to be back in a little bit, guys. Hope you guys enjoy the break.
Yo!
I'm gonna go pause.
Yo.
That's what I can do. I can sound like an old man every time I'm playing games when my voice is lost. Oh, they motherfuckers are gonna be
I would
eating
love
my
you to use that voice with
snickerdoodle.
Pattie.
Oh, listen to me, please. Gertie, I'm promising you.
Is something wrong with your voice, Pattie?
Oh, I know. This is how I normally talk.
Is it? Because I'm pretty sure the hot, sexy 40-year-old
Who says I don't sound like a hot, sexy 40-year-old?
Because you
Sexy
sound like Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, bother. Oh, bother. Oh, bother me. What if I sound? I could just do this the whole time. I like that we're gonna keep our heads down. I actually want to keep listening to it because I want people to know this was a possibility for the session today. But after you said I sound like Winnie the Pooh, I think maybe I should just keep it to myself. Oh, bother.
Oh, bother.
That doesn't mean that there's gonna be. It looks like he's gone away for school.
School.
I'm just a little
shit.
black cloud. Hope you guys liked our little Winnie the Pooh thing there. And then the second it starts getting more, I'm like, we gotta come back into it. We gotta go. But yes, question for Frenzy.
Yeah.
What's up?
Could you refresh my memory on what frenzy is so I can role play it accurately?
100%.
At this point, I do feel like Penny is more upset about the Bublés.
Yeah.
that she lost.
I fucking would be too, man.
So you're in a hunger frenzy right now.
Okay.
Whenever you fail a rouse check while at hunger 5, they must make a hunger frenzy test. Depending on the chronicle, well, I guess, yeah, you would probably have to make a hunger frenzy test on this. But essentially, is how it goes. The vampire seeks fresh human blood from the closest source. If the closest source is a touchstone, one hopes the player will still has some willpower to spend to take control of the vampire and send them after a different target. The hunger frenzy ends when the vampire reaches hunger 1 or below. So essentially, it's the nature of you have a difficulty that you have to roll. So the effects of frenzies, while you're in a frenzy, you remain immune to any health-based penalties, short of mutilation. You can only use physical disciplines, not celerity, fortitude, such as celerity, fortitude, and potence, but not mental ones, with 3 extra dice added to resistance pools.
Okay.
If the discipline has no resistance pool, the user just adds +2 to their difficulty. The player can spend a willpower point to assume control of their character for a single turn while in a frenzy, but may not use willpower to re-roll dice. The frenzied vampire cannot be provoked into frenzy by another stimulus, nor can they gain compulsions. They try to achieve their goal at any cost, and their frenzy remains until they do so or until the scene ends. So technically you would be rolling a resistance at this moment, or you could ride the wave. Since essentially resisting it will be bad. It's a bad thing, but if you ride the wave, you intentionally succumb to a frenzy. This act follows the usual frenzy rules, though the storyteller should let the player play out what the frenzy does for yourself, as you are taking ownership of it. So you get to choose who you feed, rather than having me determine what happens for you. That's if you decide not to resist.
Yeah, no, I just think it's going to be more fun not to resist. Let's just ride that wave.
Fantastic.
Ride the walrus.
So
Ride the walrus.
let's ride that walrus. So essentially,
Slurm.
you're going to be riding this wave.
Yup.
So, Penny,
Yes.
we're in the back of a van.
Yeah.
Yeah. And as you are choosing to ride this wave right now of the frenzy taking over you, I want you just to describe to me what is going on in the back of this van here at this moment.
Okay, so she is fully in frenzy. She is fully in hunger mode, feeding frenzy. Her body is on fire. She is burning at the stake. Her beast is coming out. This kind of looks like, like in K-pop Demon Hunters, the patterns.
Yeah.
Kind of like that, but instead of like cool, like purple, it is like burns, like third degree burns, blackened, like charred skin. It is being unleashed. She is not a strong lady, but she is really hungry. So she is not able to speak currently. I think she is just kind of like thrashing and kind of screaming. Like I don't know. I don't think she's strong enough to like break through anything. My strength is 1. It's my dump stat. So, and because I'm in a frenzy, I've got Auspex, I've got Celerity, I've got Presence, I've got Oblivion. So Cat's Grace isn't gonna help me out.
Not right now.
Being all
You
handy.
can try to keep your balance in the back of this truck. If you want to try to stand up, you could do that.
Yeah, I think she like kind of rides and is like just tries to find like a corner. Because
Yeah.
I'm picturing like a Pattie wagon type situation.
This is like a large white van kind of thing with like kind of like side bench thing. That's what you're kind of dealing with, side pull down bench activity.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she's kind of like thrashing hungry. Is there anyone in here with me?
You're trying to kind of listen in for voices. I'm gonna say, because you're frenzy, you're not really aware to do any senses. You can try to open yourself up to like awareness, like trying to just pay attention. You do a resolve awareness test because you are in a frenzy, and because currently the frenzy is a, let's see, because this is due to failing a rouse check. I'm gonna because it's like open from that. It's gonna be -4 dice, resolve and awareness.
Okay. So that is 6 dice -4. So that's just 2.
2 dice. Okay.
Okay. Oh, 2 successes!
2 successes.
Yeah.
This is a van right here. You think that you remember 2 individuals picking you up. Hello, sound from a phone.
Sound from.
No more screens, it's 9 p.m.
Hey, that's fun.
No more screens. It's 9 p.m.
Hey, you know what? Enough of that. We're in the back of a van right now. Listen,
That
phone.
comes off her phone.
Rude. Yeah, phone. You don't know where we are.
9 p.m.
Yeah, it's like, oh, sorry. We'll park. There's other things going on right now.
Let me just pull. Sorry, that's my ADHD alarm so that I don't go
Stay
down.
on your phone.
Stay on my phone. Like, good sleep hygiene is important, so I have alarm set that's like, it's lunchtime. It's 12:30 p.m.
That's
Back
fantastic.
to work. It's 1 o'clock.
That's fantastic.
I
It's
forgot
9
to
o'clock
turn-
right now. You're in the back of a van.
And I'm hungry.
You get picked up. You get picked up by you got picked up by 2 people. You think there's only 2 people in this van, the driver and a passenger. There's nobody in this back area with you.
Okay. She basically just tries to like brace, but I don't know that she's doing a very good job. She's kind of like a wild animal. Like, I think she's trying to break free. I can roll my like 1 strength.
You are so in this position. You know what I'm going to say? You don't have to roll strength, but I will allow you to make another mental check. Because you've succeeded twice on this, you will not have a dice penalty on this. Just make an insight intelligence check.
Okay, cool. So that is a 6. I get to roll 6 whole die. 5 of them are hunger. Okay, cool. So 1 crit success on a hunger die.
Okay.
1 normal success on a hunger die. The rest are fails.
So 2 success.
2 success.
So as you are kind of thinking about it, you're like, okay, I'm in handcuffs right now. What a weird thing to put a vampire in handcuffs. Unless, of course, they were aware that I was the person that they would be picking up, but who would know that? Kay knew that. Kay knows you. Kay at least met you and encountered you enough to like find out what you would be interested in picking up for like relics and wards and stuff. So you have a feeling that Kay has given these people information. You don't know exactly what people, but you do know that Kay, you remember the echoing in the phone. You're like, Kay was talking to some people. Kay was listening. Whoever this was listening in.
Mm-hmm.
After a little while, you balance locks in for your cat's grace.
Mm-hmm.
You feel the van come to a stop. You hear the doors open. As the doors open, what do you do?
She's kind of frenzied. I don't know if she would try to run at them. She might try to like kick with her stilettos.
Yeah, your stilettos are still in.
Yup.
You know what? Just go ahead and make a dex melee attack for me, please.
Great. I'm rolling 2. And 1 is a crit fail. 1 success and 1...
A crit fail?
1 crit fail.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
100 dice.
I did roll only 1 success, though.
Oh,
So
shit.
that is not a full-on failure. I guess meets it, beats it. This
Get him in the
person
balls.
comes up and you feel yourself... So a hand goes out to... You feel a hand go out to grab you and you just punch your stiletto through the hand of this person grabbing you. You go, ah! And you just hear it as your shoe is pulled. No, it tries to be pulled off, but this person's just got your shoe stuck in them at this moment, and you feel yourself be dragged by your legs. Your head bangs onto the ground as you stab a kindred through with your heel of your stiletto. Motherfucker. At this point,
It's not a pump. It's like a pump that has a strap but around the ankle. So like I am just like fully like
you're
attached.
fully attached to
Yeah.
this person's hand. You just feel their blood tracing over your over you. You're just like you the smell of blood also at this moment.
Mm-hmm.
You get a sense of blood and you're like, that's a human's blood. That's human blood. This is not a vampire that got you. This is somebody else. So now your frenzy just kind of activates even more for yourself, but you've punched a human through the hand with your stiletto.
Nice.
This, you feel yourself be
Damn.
dragged, and then you feel yourself be picked up. So now you feel 3 people on you. You feel a set of doors open. You feel yourself, they're like double doors, and you be brought in as you're shaking. The hand is pulled out as blood sprays, but the smell of blood permeating from this, almost like changing. You're like becoming aware. Oh my gosh, I want some of that, but I'm also like, you just feel yourself turning. You almost feel yourself like trying to move off of the table to go get it, but they are holding you down at this point. As you are being held, you hear a familiar voice. You hear a voice that you recognize from a few days ago, a few nights ago. Muted, heavy, stern. You hear, take her to the 3rd floor. A voice covered and echoed from the sound of some kind of covering over the head. You almost picture a dome. You feel yourself picked up and you are carried off. We will describe where you are carried off to in a moment. Gertie.
Why me next? It's invested.
Cliffhangers.
Gertie.
Oh my god. Yes. You.
Pattie's looking at you, concerned. She wants to get out of the office so bad. You know that if you guys were like away from the kennel, she would be able to hide from this. But not only does she have to tell you this, she has to walk back through everybody else once this is said to you. You ask her, and she says to you, Gertie, it is so hard to be a president of this club and to try. So many mouths to feed and so many things that you have to be responsible for. Everyone's business becomes your business. And everyone else, when they bring things in that they feel are too much for us to handle, and we discuss them, we agree that we cannot let them stay at home all the time. And they are for reasons that we all agree would bring greater harm to us. And when it comes to you, Gertie, what you've brought to us is something that none of us could push away, because it was just you were so good and we couldn't push that away. And I didn't want to push you away. And there are expectations and that I have to. I need to do so many things. And I need to be able to be myself. I can't keep my beast locked away. You know when it comes out, it's a problem. And I do everything I can. For 30 years, I have done as much as I can, so that all you saw was me building something and not me throwing things away. I wanted to make sure you didn't understand what the foundation of this place is built on, Gertie.
Foundation, isn't it? Just built on auto parts and...
Any human can build an auto shop, can make a bike gang come together, open up multiple clinics and have them running and functioning, and create relationships with other gangs. We can all do those things. Any human can do that. Hell, any werewolf could do that. Anyone. It doesn't matter where you come from.
What have you guys been doing? What have you done?
Gertie, there's a reason why we are all on the outs of everything in this city. And there's a reason I ask you all to tell me what is going on. We've been around for a long time, more than 30 years. And I've had connections, and I've had people that I talk to, people I work with, and there are people I don't work with. I did something that affected all of us years ago. And I was still brought in as president before then, which is why I was looking for people like you to help that. It was a question of whether or not I could even be a member of the gang before we had this. But I knew we needed somewhere to stay. There's a sin, if you call it that, amongst our own kind that you do not ever do. There is something that we kindred do when we are trying to amass greater power for ourselves, and when we try to break the bonds of people who hurt us and who force us into things that we don't want to do. We are capable of a lot of things, feeding wise. You are lucky you never ever have to worry about this, Gertie. Some of us are bound to other people and have been bound to other kindred before. And you never have to worry about that. It's one of the reasons I looked for you and why I wanted you to be a part of this. Because there was never a threat that you would ever be bound to me or anyone else. And every choice you would make was yours.
Are you bound to somebody?
I was.
Who?
It doesn't matter who they are. I will not say their name. But I will tell you what they were. What they were was part of the anarch movement in the early ages, before we even were what we were. Lux and I, Roman was a part of, it was back when we were all together. We were all trying to break out, and there was someone, and she was my sire. She brought me into things. But she brought me in because she wanted to use my vision for her own sense, to build something in the whole city. She thought that I could bring a rebel movement in for the sect. And I felt her using me and my thoughts and my ideas, and I wanted to say no, and I couldn't. It wasn't that I knew the word, but I couldn't say it. And then I found out she made it so I couldn't. That's what a bond does to you, Gertie. It locks you in. And there have been so many times that you have fought up against me. And I know that it may seem like I was so mad at you, but I have never been more proud. And every time, I want you to know that even if it was pushing me past a point, I was never, ever angry at you, Gertie. Because I know what that rage feels like. And when I finally was able to find the way to say no, it didn't come through my voice. It came through my hands. And I ripped into her, Gertie. I killed her. I ate her. It's a process that hits us all. We can all do it. But I did it because I wanted just to be free of her.
Pattie, it's not your fault. I hope you know that.
No, it is.
It's not.
It's not like it's my fault in that I feel regret for it. I don't. But it did set us into where we are now. We can't go to the anarchs. If there's any chance of us ever being a part of it, I couldn't be a part of it because I stunted their whole growth, their movement, everything that they are, their leadership, everything has been, it's set on a new course. I know I could have helped this city. I could have helped this entire province if I wanted to. But I didn't. Gertie, I wanted to think about us, my family that I wanted and I chose to have.
I just, hands from the shoulder to just embracing her fully. Be like, I will never enter the anarchs. You are my family, Pattie. And you did the right choice and you did the right thing.
You just feel like blood tears like coming down onto your back. And she says, that's not everything, Gertie.
I don't care. I just want you to know that if you decide to tell me everything, I'm still gonna be here for you.
Gertie, I'm a gangrel. So are you.
Yeah.
And so many of our many members need. Not everyone is as singly minded as you in terms of just trying to help me out. Some of them are trying to find ways to better connect. And the only way for us to do that is to get stronger in ourselves. And in order to do that, we have to... Gertie, one of the things I have to do for people is I have to get blood for people to provide it. And I wanted to tell you, I know you wouldn't ever do this. But you need to still be yourself, and the only way I could do that is to make sure I could bring blood for you that could let you be your beast.
What did you do? Pattie, what did you do? What are you doing?
The dog, Gertie. The dog. Many dogs before. Cats.
No.
I want you to know.
No, Pattie.
It was never done. If they weren't, I never did anything to them.
Just like shaking.
It only ever happened if there was something wrong with them, if they weren't okay, or if they were already suffering. I want you to know I never did it. I never did it because I wanted to.
So, the one that protected me, he actually had a chance of... and I just, like, look her like this. I'm like, did you kill him? Was he still alive? Or... Please don't tell me he was still alive. Pattie, tell me, was he still alive?
I didn't do it. I asked for it to be done. And he was still alive. But we made sure he didn't feel anything.
My teeth start elongating, my ears start forming, and I just take my hands off her as I'm shaking. I'm like, the one that saved me, that protected me, you ordered it to be killed? All those dogs that I brought in to be saved, if you deemed them unsavable, you murdered them? It wasn't like they passed away and you guys took its blood, that you murdered animals. Please say that this is a joke. Please say that you're lying. Pattie, please tell me that you're lying.
I can't tell you that because I can't lie to you about this, Gertie. I can't.
But you did. You've been lying for how long? For years? Pattie, There's other ways. I know it's hard to feed everybody, but there's other ways. Or even just taking a small bit of blood from dogs that come in. You didn't have to kill them.
I did, Gertie. I did. You have to understand this.
I don't have to understand.
You have to. It's not a matter of just taking a small bit of blood from a dog that still heart is beating. We have to allow ourselves to feed day after day. And so I have to be able to drain them and then keep them in our fridge. I have to keep them there. The only way that we can even create any sense of potency so that people can survive, especially those that aren't Cooper, that aren't reliant on bags, is that we need to make sure that it is a full trained system.
I never would have taken a sip out of those bags if I had known.
And that's why I didn't tell you.
Yeah, I would have found other ways that were more humane. For myself, at least. If you just told me, I never would have drank out of the bags. I would have found other ways. But this entire time, you watched as I drank out of those bags.
Gertie, explain to me how you would have found ways. Tell me exactly what you would have done.
My preferred way of feeding is literally right out into that parking lot.
And you explain to me what happens if that goes out of control. How does that affect the business? How does it affect everybody? How does it affect the chop shop? How does it affect the drive and dive? We could lose everything if you start to bring more attention to that, which is why I made sure that there was a system that could allow you not to do this. Because look at yourself, Gertie. Look at what you're capable of doing.
I know what I'm not capable of. And I'm not capable of murdering innocent animals. Pattie, I want you to know that I still love you. But I need time before I say and do something I fucking regret. I need time to process right now. I need to leave for a minute. Not for long. I just need a day or two. I am this close to walking away from everything, and that's not me, and I don't want to do that. But Pattie, could have been anybody else here, but you made that decision. It could have been Lux who made that decision years ago, and it still would have made me angry. But the fact that you're the one who lied to me and who wasn't honest from the beginning, that hurts the most, that you didn't trust me and that you were taking those lies and you were allowing me to drink from the bags. The entire time, knowing how I feel about dogs, knowing how I feel about animals, and you allowed it and watched it. I gotta go. And I just turn
Gertie.
around and I'm like, no, I need to go for a minute. I'm grabbing my keys. I'm heading out tonight. Don't worry. I'll check in. I was going to go out with Nelson tonight for a bit. Anyways, he'll be with me. I'm not going alone. But I don't want to talk to you for a couple of days. And I just walk out.
I want you to tell me, and you can let me know if you feel mechanically, if you want, if you feel this would bring you into a fury frenzy, or if you feel like it's just removing yourself from the situation for a bit.
I feel like I'm about to change, but I'm holding it together because, one, I just fed, but secondly, I'm so conflicted in my feelings of the fact that I do care and I love Pattie so much, and she is literally, my whole goal is to put her on top. That's my ambition. She's my touchstone. She's my everything. So it's like a battle of a storm inside me of my two moral things that my conviction is I will always protect animals, but it's also I would always provide for the home, and Pattie being my touchstone, and my ambition is to get her on top. The fact that those two things are conflicting right now, it's almost like I'm trying so hard to keep it together from spiraling on either end. So I'm unstable, but I'm not in a frenzy yet. I think I'm on the verge of a frenzy, like almost like if just one more thing goes wrong, I'm just gone. Like I am just like shaking, trying to stay together. I leave to the club to grab my keys.
You push past everyone. People notice you as you're beginning to move through. You're wiping your nose to constantly look like, yeah, I got a fucking nosebleed, but you're keeping the bloody tears from your eyes at this moment as you are rushing through. You go in. Price tries to like check with you, and you brush past him. You grab your keys. Do you take your motorcycle, or do you go with Nelson to the truck he's got right now?
I literally open his driver door, and I said, "We're not fucking taking the truck." And I like showed my keys. I'm like, "We're leaving," and it's just tears. I'm like, "We're leaving right fucking now."
You both get on your motorcycles and you drive. You're going to be driving yourself past university. I believe you're going to be driving towards Windsor. There's one thing that goes through your mind on this. I mean, there's a lot of things. The thought comes in your brain of putting Pattie up, and you realize in this, that ambition of yours was something that Pattie desperately wanted you to be able to work towards. You have a feeling, you said it before, it's like a situation with like Lux or something, like all these different things, and you remember Lux. If Lux had it his way, you wouldn't be in the group. You remember Lux fighting so vehemently not to have you be in this group. Attributing it at the time as like he's a bruja, that's his thing. Attributing it to the idea of rebelling against this. And now you kind of begin to realize, again, because you know this club so well, and now you're starting to really piece together everything for Pattie too. You realize Lux was fighting Pattie so much because he knew that she would have to lie to you in order for this at all to come through. With everything that she has shared with you, this knowledge of killing this anarch person, like no one would be able to take up a leadership position in that, but she was like, I can do this, and needed someone like a supporter like yourself. She needed you to be able to build this. And you just think about that as you drive and you drive.
I'm trying not to drive recklessly, but I just can't help it. I'm speeding a little bit. I'm really giving her, even like not really paying attention to like, I'm following Nelson, but I'm just like almost in a way of like, even he's kind of like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? He's just like, I have a feeling though, I don't know, would he realize why I'm acting out like this or no? He's a very intuitive guy.
I'm gonna have you maybe infer on this. Nelson's a farmer. He feeds on animals. Do you think Nelson was somebody who didn't know what was going on, or do you think one of the reasons again he separated himself from the stash was also like, if anybody could realistically taste any of those vials and anything when he's staying, does it seem like he wouldn't be the one to be able to taste it?
I feel like he'd be able to taste it and he would notice the difference because he's so used to animal blood that if he even took a sip out of the bags, he would be like, this is not human. but Gertie doesn't really know the difference because she mainly drinks out of the bags. Only every once in a while drinks out of humans.
And just never drank out. You just knew it was diluted.
Yeah.
It was smaller, weaker.
I just never knew.
It could never get you to like one below.
Now I know why. But yeah, I feel like now in terms of like Nelson knowing that I didn't know, I'm not sure. Probably. I don't know. Does everyone know that I don't know? But everyone else knows? Does Price know?
You're going to have to probably ask some people.
Wow, fucking
but right now you're driving.
Got so many
right
fucking
now you're
people
driving.
Right now.
And right now, Penny.
Yes, hello. I
turn.
exist. Oh my gosh.
To eat the popcorn is what I mean, because I'm like, yes.
Treatsies.
Penny.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
You feel yourself be put into a room. It's a hard room. Feel the door lock behind you. Sound of keys. Kind of moving around. Light. Your head is still underneath this bag. You feel yourself in this frenzied position, kind of moving. You don't necessarily know. You can, I mean, if you're in this frenzy position, you can do what you want. Describe to me what it is you want to do while you're in this room. Handcuffs still behind your back.
I think she's gonna be a little bit more panicked. Like, not only is she frenzied, but she's panicking because she is 0% in control and she's in a cell. She's been taken prisoner. She starts having flashes of the Sebastian, but then she's like, well, what's he gonna do? Turn me into a vampire again? And just her skin is on fire and she is so hungry and she thinks like, yeah, I okay a punch in the fucking teeth. And like, for all of her like recent like self-acceptance, Penny has never been like a particularly violent person. She's been an angry person. She has been a manipulated person. She's been a callous person. She's never been a violent person. She's never thought like, next time I see that bitch, like, I'm gonna fucking kill her. So she's just kind of like writhing and like just anything she can do to try to like, even, I don't know if she's a contortionist at all, if she can try to like shimmy her hands in front just to like
sure, make a
breathe.
make a dexterity larceny check and add your celerity with this.
Okay, cool. Okay, so we are rolling 1, 2 for dex, 0 for larceny, 1 for celerity, so we've got 3 dice. Come on, you got this. 2 successes!
2 successes. You feel yourself kind of go, like, stay on one foot, kind of like riding your one leg, like, up to kind of like do this weird, like, gymnastics thing. You pull through on the one, like, through your arm circle, and you do it the other one. Almost feel like your full joints kind of shifting. And you get your hands up, out for yourself.
She gets the bag and the everything, like, off as much as she can.
The second you do that, you see the room you are in. It is a room of brick walls. A single light bulb above you with like a pull switch. It almost like, it looks like it just like it keeps reaching up and up in this state of hunger. It's almost as if you're looking up to an infinite ceiling, and that the walls themselves tower over you as you feel yourself in this brick walled room. And you just see the door by you and the light up, kind of like incandescent light bulb. You almost feel it buzzing as you have your hands free.
Do I see anything else?
No.
Okay. I know this maybe is dumb. She's just gonna check the door. She's gonna check the door.
Sure, it is locked.
Okay. Her only other option is to click on the light.
Sure. You click on the light. Blackness, but fueled with red. Almost as if like it's a crimson around you. You almost feel as if this entire place is pulsing, and all you see in this blackness is the white door in front of you. That, boom, you feel it pulsing you as you're in this inky void, seeing the singular light as it's like that orangey glow begins to dissipate and you see the door begin to fade in darkness.
Can I make an insight check?
Insight for what?
She wants to see if she can determine whether she is in a physical prison or a mental one.
Ooh, okay. I'm gonna say insight, sure. I'm gonna say intelligence.
Cool.
And with this, I want you to deduct 2 dice.
Okay.
Just 2.
All right, we're rolling 4 dice. All hunger. 2 successes.
You were definitely carried into a room here. You were definitely brought to this space. But you feel as if whatever is affecting you right now is a result of your frenzy.
Okay.
On 2 successes, you are aware both of the physical and the mental state you are in, but I cannot tell you more than that.
Okay.
But I will tell you what you are not aware of.
Mm-hmm.
You are not aware of how this place is almost meant to get you in a state of frenzy.
Mm-hmm.
This pulsation, you almost feel the walls around you. There's a shaking that comes to you. And you are waiting for what feels like hours. You feel the bolt click as it goes in. Your eyes sink into themselves. And a creak comes open to the door. Slowly.
And she says, "You want a debt? I'll show you a debt!" And lunges for who or whatever is coming through that
Sure,
door.
make a dexterity strength or dexterity brawl or just dexterity athletics, your choice.
Cool. It's just going to be 2 dice no matter what I do.
Okay.
1 success.
1 success.
Gertie's gotta teach you some hand-to-hand combat shit.
I got 2 successes.
Okay.
As you lunge, you see one of these empowered ghouls. He catches you and pulls your head back as they try to slide you through. This is an individual here wearing like these aviator sunglasses. Just kind of like mirrored reflection as you look at yourself gnawing directly towards this person. You just see your own face as a door opens and you feel something waft through. A scent hits you, and you're thrown in, and you see sitting in a hotel room of like kind of a burnt reddish tone, tied to a wooden chair. You see there is a person that is blindfolded and naked, and you can see small little puncture wounds are made just on their neck as blood is trickling down their chest past their thigh, and you just feel this person like slowly kind of like alive right now, but slowly bleeding, and the door closes.
She is so overcome by her hunger. She knows what's about to happen next. She is about to feed on this badly injured and I assume dying human. and it is going to put her in the Camaria's debt. And at best, that's like maybe indentured servitude. So she's like, she's frenzied, she's hungry, she's triggered. Everything is reminding her of Sebastian, but there's another part of her that like knows she's not getting out of this. But what she is gonna do is she takes a moment, collects herself, looks for like if there's any window or mirror or door or camera or anything that looks like it might be a focal point of someone watching.
Okay. You okay.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to make a wits awareness check. You're riding this pretty high.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, only minus 2 dice. 2 dice.
Cool. I'm rolling 4 then. 1 success. 2 success. 1 fail. 3 success.
3 successes. Okay.
Yeah.
You are in a room. You're in a hotel room. You are looking at this person. You are aware this person is here for you. You're smelling it. You're smelling this person's blood, and as it's coming through, you're like, okay. You look ahead of you. There are windows. They're blocked. They're blocked off, and it looks like there's been like some kind of insert of like some kind of like bulletproof glass. Something where only a really powerful person can come through. That's not fucking you. You look around. You see there's one of those like small circular cameras. Someone is watching you, but you are aware. You're pushing back. You're pushing back.
And I look up into the camera with the last ounce of like composure, resolve, whatever I can muster, and I say,
May I say one quick thing?
of course.
Because you have been pushing your mind literally to get successes in a situation where I genuinely did not think you have ever would get successes. Okay. Here's one of the things that I'm looking through here. You are pressing yourself again. If you were to consume this person, it is going to be breaking you through a very triggering situation. What I want you to maybe decide for yourself is this. You can say what you're going to say, but you could also... fucking Constance. You have literally been a person who has put yourself in a mental state of torpor when someone has forced you in a situation where you did not want to be forced.
I'm at 9 humanity. That means I only need 3 days of torpor.
Let's go.
Here's what we're gonna do here. You said you would ride this wave.
Yeah.
I'm just looking right now at the specific rules again for the frenzy. These are not the rules for frenzy, but we're gonna try something. I want to look at the resistance necessities for this. So slaking, biting, that's potency. I don't want blood potency. I want fire! Yeah, that's what I want. I want dangers of the blood. Okay, so here we go. Frenzy. Resisting, riding the wave, frenzy. Okay, to resist a frenzy, you make a willpower against the difficulty set by the storyteller based on the provocation. Okay. Resisting a frenzy on a normal win, but must spend a turn to suppress the impulse. Okay, so let's see. Okay. Rolls willpower. And when your humanity is... keep dancing, it's fun. Humanity means that you increase your resistance to this. Your humanity is 9.
I'm almost a real girl.
I think that means that if your humanity is at 9, you add a here we go. Yeah, it's right here. The reason I didn't get it is because there's a lot of spelling mistakes. Hey, Renegades, I love you. You got a lot of spelling mistakes on your goddamn GM screen. I had to change things with pencil. That's not how it should be. You get 3 dice to add to this. What's your willpower?
My willpower is 7.
You get 3 to add to this.
10.
You're rolling 10 dice. And hunger doesn't matter. So it's all regular dice. You need to get 4 successes due to the nature of the hunger frenzy, again, because there is blood in the space. If you get 4 successes on this, I will allow you to put yourself into a state of torpor that you do for yourself, and you can change what you say to the camera. 4 successes is what you fucking need.
Okay. 4 successes, 10 dice, 4 successes. Whatever happens, it's still going to be the same line. I just gotta, preface that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1 is a crit success.
Yeah,
Not
you need a
paired,
second.
that's fine. Your hands with the handcuffs.
Mm-hmm.
You look at the camera. What do you say?
I know what this means. This means you need me.
You crack your neck to shock yourself into a state of torpor, and you're out for 3 fucking days, Penny.
Yeah!
Yeah. Not in my house, motherfucker.
Holy shit.
Oh, yeah.
Also, storyteller coming in clutch. I mean, I was just gonna say the badass thing and just accept my grisly fate. The torpor's so much better.
I know, it's so good.
So much better.
Hey, when the person whose brain isn't supposed to be working is working actually pretty freaking well, I think that you just gotta try something.
It's so good.
Gertie!
Oh, that was so good.
I'd love to focus on Penny for a bit. But hey, that's
these
3 days later.
motherfuckers, honestly.
I actually just need a second. Just give me a moment for a minute. You guys talk. Wow.
That was so good.
You can't fire me if I quit.
Wow.
I will never be enslaved to you motherfuckers.
Right?
Never. You're like, this happened once already. Didn't like it. Not doing it again.
You are not nearly as handsome as Sebastian Bishop.
Yeah,
Motherfucker.
you're so ugly that you need a disco ball for a head. Let's be honest. No handsome guy puts a disco ball on their head.
Imagine a handsome guy does put a disco ball on his head, though.
Okay, though, that's actually kind of hot. Because, you're like, yeah, he's ugly. Reveals you. Fuck, he's hot.
Sebastian, damn. So damn.
Sir.
That did not come together as smooth as I hoped.
Yeah, actually a lot smoother than I would have said it. So.
Damn.
So, I'm trying to think nope, I think you nailed it for that one. Sedamtion. That's actually pretty good once you start ironing out the details.
Right?
Sedamtion.
Hey Gabriel, I hope you have something to eat in my fucking garage for 3 days, you ghoulish motherfucker.
Holy shit.
You're like, I'm done with the dead wife. I'm done with the other dead motherfucker. I'm just done with everything. Then I got kidnapped. I'm fucking done.
It says something that's not how we're ending this session. You know what I mean? I still have stuff I gotta touch on with you guys, and I'm like, holy shit.
and then we're gone. Sorry guys. And then we're gone for a month.
Anyway, motorcycling. You're driving.
Take me a month to process.
Gertie, you are taken to. Nelson leads you down through, riding up 102nd Street. You're going down White Avenue, just passing by people. Late evening. Some people are on walks. Some people are taking their dogs out for a walk. You're driving past cats. You're driving past. It's a lot, and. There's a moment when you guys are driving past the U of A. You're seeing ambulances coming in and out of the Health and Service Center. You drive up near Windsor Park, and there's it's kind of like a community facility here. You guys park your bikes outside. It's a very quiet street. Right now, it seems like this place of business is kind of closing up for the night, and Nelson kind of walks in, leading you through, and set at a reception desk. Someone is there. Says, "Oh, hello there. Can I help you both with anything?" And Nelson says, "We're here to see Angelo. if they're in. This person says, "Oh, let me just see, Angelo. I believe it should be my fucking sheet.
I'm not
It's buried under everything.
You need to keep track of your shit.
Yeah, I know. I find so many things. Anyway.
Get yourself in trouble.
They go, "Oh, Angelo. Yes, Angelo is here, specifically under all these other papers."
I just had to look through all my paperwork. We found Angelo.
Yeah. Angelo, say, yes, they, take a second, say 1 moment, please. Get him the main phone, call, phone number. Say, "Angelo, someone's here to see you. 2 people are here to see you." Hang up. Walking down the stairs, kind of like into, yeah, there's like stairs, and then they're like kind of walking to the main hall. You see someone that is very familiar to you, Gertie. Hair pulled back into a ponytail, tall, rod, Métis individual, kind of darker brown skin, standing, a very handsome individual. They stand kind of a V-neck shirt. They were just kind of set for themselves, kind of like nice form-fit jeans, dark blue jeans tied with a belt. You see that they have like this braided bracelet on their left wrist. I don't know if you recognize this person terribly well, because the last time you saw them, you were leaping past them, grabbing a child from their hands a little while ago.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Right, ponytail dude. Yeah.
This person looks at you and recognizes you and starts to walk up.
I just lean over to Nelson.
Thank you, Tina. She says, "Oh yeah, hi, Nelson."
Do I know him? Do I know you? I feel like I recognize you.
I feel like I recognize you too. White Fang, we wanted to speak with you for a moment. Thank you. You can walk this way if you want to my office.
Follow him.
You can just walk up steps. When you guys are clearly away from other people, White Fang speaks and says, "Well, Nelson, when you said you wanted me to see somebody, I didn't realize you wanted me to see this person." Nelson says, "You know each other?"
He looks familiar with the ponytail and such, but I'm trying to...
Yeah, how do I say? Let's go in. And he opens up a door to his main office, turns on the light. Nelson comes in. Gertie, you are ushered in, and this person kind of keeps their back to you. They close the door, and they say, "What exactly do you want from me? Because I'm going to first tell you there's one thing that we're not going to talk about right now." As you're looking at this person too, I want you to know a couple things. First of all, there's just a nature and a presence about this person that you feel off about. There just is something inherently about this person. There's something about them you feel off about. That's kind of it. You're looking at this person and you're like, something's not right.
I kind of also like...
You see a name placard that says Angelo, between says White Fang, next to it McLeod. As this person begins to walk past Nelson to their desk, they say, Nelson speaks actually and says, "So how do you know?" Well, if I can be completely candid, Nelson, this person, they ripped a kid from my hand before. And Nelson goes, what?
Well, oh my God, you're that motherfucker from the other night. You got the silver dangly shit, right? Little symbols and shit, right?
If by silver dangly shit, they open up a drawer and they pull out a full array of like it's basically like like Dexter's tools kind of thing, like that, but of holy symbols from across like centuries of different religious like connotations, silvered, wooden, brass, bronze, like just a whole bunch of stuff, beaded, like there's a whole bunch of religious effigies here.
Can I be honest with you, good sir, or whatever? White
good
Fang.
sir.
Good sir. I guess.
Yeah, White Fang is what people call me.
Oh,
is my
WF?
two-spirit name. Yeah.
Yeah. That shit didn't do shit to me, but it's really cool. I think those are pretty dope.
Well, before we even have a conversation,
what I would like
I would
to
like
say,
to. Oh no, I would like to say something.
I would like to
I
say something
to
of the
you.
fact that
What do you think you were doing? You were just taking that. What was that kid taking that?
I thought he was in danger because I was told by somebody else he was in danger.
You told by somebody else he was taking in danger.
Exactly. So
those kids were telling me that they were in danger for something else. That they were running away from their parents.
Then it was misunderstood because his dad hired somebody to find him because
I knew somebody was going to be looking for him. I knew somebody was going to be looking for him. That's why I told them not to be going to ATMs. I told them, don't go to ATMs. What are you doing? And they're like,
they stole the silver from their dad.
They didn't steal silver. They stole the money so they could buy silver.
Right. And then right at the end,
I'm trying to tell them not to be able to do that. That's what I'm trying to say.
And then the investigator was like busy.
What investigator? Who is this?
Just some guy I knew, like briefly, but I as me being like, I like to help. And he was busy.
We got a hell of a way of doing it.
I know. And he's like,
we're not talking about this right now.
I'm trying to tell you the circumstances
Nelson,
that led us to this.
They're looking at Nelson. Nelson just like
Nelson, wait, hold on, one second.
Nelson,
and then I was trying to help him out.
No, listen. Okay,
and then he was told me to find this kid because the dad was looking for this kid, and I also grew up on the streets, and so I was like, oh my God, I gotta help this kid.
I want to make very clear, I do not care about this.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. Anyways, and then Nelson. I found him. I saw him, ponytail dude, and I was like, well, now knowing it's White Fang.
It's White Fang, not ponytail dude.
Sorry, it's just...
Not a dude, okay? Not dude.
Sorry.
Thank you.
White Fang person was in the alleyway. I saw the kid. My goal was to supposedly save this kid is what I thought I was doing. I snatched him. And I ended up on the roof and then ran away. I didn't realize the entire circumstance. However, knowing what I know, I don't know the other side of the story, so I just thought you were a bad guy.
Nelson, is this person okay? It says, yes.
Sorry. No, can you tell me the circumstances of why you were having children with you?
We're not starting with that right now. Nelson.
Do the Nelson, he just
I will you.
Yeah, I only came here because he said you might need my services. Why the fuck is he bupping me?
He says, Gertie, White Fang, I think Gertrude can help you with a problem that you are currently in the midst of.
I can't help him jack shit if he doesn't tell me what the fuck he was doing with
exactly.
children.
She can't help me with jack shit if she's gonna just rip a kid away from my hands all of a sudden. What exactly are you gonna say?
I already told you why I ripped the kid out of your hands, but I'm not told why you had the kid in the first place.
All Nelson says is she's unbondable. And then White Fang looks at you. And then he pulls out a small, like, scalpel, like a tiny, like, just like retractable, and he presents it to you.
I will when you tell me why you had 2 kids with you. Don't have to go into too much detail, but I need to know at least the broad.
They came to me.
Why they come to
or
you?
at least an associate of mine, and I was trying to help them and get them back.
To their parents?
No, not to their parents. I was trying to tell them to go back to their parents, and I was trying to convince them to, but they were just... There was a situation we needed to finish first, and then I was going to tell them to go back. I wasn't trying to kidnap them, if that's what you're trying to say.
I just didn't know if you were trying to like
Indoctrinate them into what?
I don't know. You had a whole bunch of religious symbols. I don't know.
You thought I was like trying to colonialize and bring Christianity to them, and Judaism.
No, not like that.
And Buddhism.
I thought you were a hunter.
And Muslim. You think I was trying to bring all these different...
I thought you were trying to...
So a hunter's going to indoctrinate them in every religion?
I just didn't... No. Sometimes hunters try to hunt by thinking that they can use religious tools to hunt us.
I'm aware. I'm aware of a lot of things that hunters think they can do.
So that's why I thought you were trying to, collect them to,
So then you collected one.
To bring back to his parents.
Presents it to you.
As I was like grabbing him because I was supposed to bring him back to his parents. Now, where do you want it? From the wrist? From the
just
hand?
like a small amount, and he just like brings out a small like petri dish for you to just kind of like give your blood over.
Yeah. I'm like, remember, horizontal, not vertical. That's so dark. I'm so sorry. And then
remember, Red Claw Gaming is a game for you. Again, this is such a dark session. So dark.
I'm so sorry. Anyway.
To the youths. Anyway.
To the youth. No, not to the youth. Not to you.
Not to the youths. Anyway, petri dish time.
As she like makes a small little cut and like lets it drip.
God. Anyway.
And then she just kind of just licks it up.
Yeah.
Kind of keeps it.
Takes a small bit.
You can tell through my blood. I wonder he has something.
His brain processes. Or their brain processes, and they go, okay, I don't know if Nelson has explained to you the full scope of the situation here.
No, he just told me that I had to I could be of service to somebody, and like I said, I like to help people. So I was like, I trust Nelson with my life, so that's why I'm here.
Well, Nelson is Nelson's somebody we've come to know each other quite a bit. Essentially I owe a debt to Nelson because Nelson has been instrumental in helping myself and others. And if you wanted to have me meet with you, didn't tell me exactly, but told me there was someone. I'm in need of powerful vitae, especially unboundable vitae, for a process.
Process of what?
Essentially, I work in community work, and I need it for my work. If you are willing for me to make an extraction of your blood, to synthesize and to work, to make a alchemical mixture of sorts, it would be greatly appreciated, and I would.
What would you use it for? What kind of creation? What does it do? What your goal is, anyways, when you use my blood?
If it's all the same for you, I would prefer. I don't mind answering the question. I just would rather not answer it in front of Nelson. Nelson says, one of the things that White Fang and I have agreed to is I don't know the full extent of everything that they do for their organization. It allows me to not be a liability in any case while I'm out on the road. Nelson travels quite a bit, and because of that, I don't want this exchange to happen, but if you are an unboundable person, that means that I could at least trust you a little bit more.
Yeah, of course. You don't just... if Nelson was to leave the room, I just want to say, you don't have to tell me everything. I just need to know what it's going to be specifically used for. Because I
can do that. Yeah, I'll do that. That sounds fair.
Yeah.
Nelson will just simply help set up White Fang's process. What you begin to notice is White Fang begins to kind of like roll up their own their own sleeves on their shirt. Begins to bring out a bunch of alchemical equipment, like tubes, ties, a bunch of stuff to be able to create this like kind of like actual chemistry set in his own office that he kind of clears and just has available to them, or that they have available to them. And they begin to set up this whole kind of apparatus that is like they put through this setup, and Nelson, after it is done, goes outside of the door to kind of keep watch. There's like a little bit of a blind that's drawn on the windows. And what you see White Fang begin to do is to take a little, like, cuts themselves, horizontal, not vertical, and extracts blood to put it inside of a beaker and begins to distill this. So it's like this blood is beginning to kind of mix, like bubble a little bit, heat, and then asks you how much blood you're basically comfortable with giving for him. And he tells you what it's for. One of the things that I do in my day-to-day life is I work kind of like kindred care. But also I work a lot downtown, traveling by myself. I go to find people in the streets. I try to find kindred who are displaced or scared or hiding in abandoned, going nearly demolished homes. And essentially I work to provide them with vitae to sustain themselves when they could be a danger to other people. I also work to provide for humans that are struggling on the streets so that they are not leached after by other vampires in the city. Just trying to make sure that they can sustain themselves and stay alive, basically.
Okay. And so using my blood would do what?
Well, kindred blood is the most desirable and creates an actual effect. The only problem is that any kindred's blood that is acquired essentially has the concern that ghouls will be crafted. Like a person will have a dependency, and then you're gonna have like some kind of roided out human running around, or it will create a dependency where they will be bound to that particular lick. To a kindred. And with the kindred that are giving blood, the biggest problem is that there will be some kind of tether to that. So multiple givings, they will need that specific blood type given, which, given my own personal circumstances, is a very tricky situation. Also, if I'm trying to give it to other kindred, they're more liable to make a bond to that particular vampire, which will in itself create an issue, because then they're affected by something and can create a thrall sense. But it's imagine if you were like subservient to somebody and you didn't know exactly who it was you had to call. Like imagine if you had to give a phone call to somebody but you didn't know who. And that kind of itching at your brain kind of thing. You couldn't get a hold and access. And so they keep going through it, and then that could create multiple connections from multiple different kindreds. That's essentially what we're trying to avoid. What I'm trying to say, how comfortable do you be to giving up a certain amount of blood to become a universal donor so that there's unbounded vitae used for my work? And essentially for you, it's how hungry do you want to be? Because for a certain amount of blood, it will like increase your hunger for every one. They say I could get like 5 extractions, and I can do some experiments to see if I could synthesize something properly.
First off, I got a question for Liam.
Yes. Hi.
Hi.
It's me. I sounded
Hi.
the same.
Yeah. Because I ate from that trucker dude, I only had 1 hunger. Do I have like 0 hunger now?
You have 1 because you would only have 0 if he was dead.
Word up. Okay.
That opened you up to auspex. That was that.
Okay, perfect. And then also, do vampires have blood type?
Well, there's resonance.
There's resonance types. So vampires have caloric, melancholic, phlegmatic, sanguine, and then animal blood. Those are the 5 kind of major resonances that exist for different people, and it's tied to disciplines and everything like that. It opens themselves up to greater power. Acuteness is what you are finding. That tether, though, you know what? I'm going to say just for the sake of it, you're asking me, because I know that's the answer to the question, really. It's like there's different resonances that really resonate with you. As a gangrel, the ones that kind of resonate with you the most are... One second. Because it's a potent... remind me, Oh, here it is. It's at the back of this card. Gangrel is protein, animal, and fortitude. Which means that melancholic and animal blood are the 2 major ones that you kind of move with. Now that you've opened yourself to auspex, you also get phlegmatic. Those are your kind of honed powers. So those 3 resonances are kind of like highly sought after for yourself. And while we're here, I can also say for Penny, Penny, as a Toreador, has auspex, celerity, and presence. You also have oblivion, which is empty, which has no resonance.
No resonance.
The lack of blood. Yours is essentially tied to phlegmatic, sanguine, and caloric.
Yeah.
Those are the 3 resonances if you're going to hunt for them.
My notes say celerity, caloric, auspex, phlegmatic, presence, sanguine, and oblivion, no resonance.
There you go. So,
I made notes.
Does that answers your question?
Yes, we.
I was going to say, I could give you a roll for this, but you can continue the conversation.
Yeah, no, you're all good. I think there is like inside of Gertie is like, if I get hungry again, I don't want to eat from the blood bags. And so I don't know what I would do, but at the same time, I'm willing to help out. But Nelson doesn't have that problem because he feeds from animals. So I'm just like, can I go to him for help right after? But I'm like, no, because he feeds from animals. He has a farm and like all that kind of stuff. So I kind of want to be like, turning it, walking in her shoes. But
Yep. Sorry, I forgot it was a scene.
That's okay.
You're good. You're good.
If you had a question about something, you're welcome to.
Oh, could Gertie drink her own blood? Could she drink her own synthesized vitae?
Oh, like the actual...
Yeah. Would it work for her?
That was actually a good question.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jim. Is it?
Yeah, White Fang.
Yeah. WF.
Here's the thing. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Mm-hmm. Well, typically it's like obviously if you were drinking from your own self, like that's gonna just freaking put you in a torpor. You're just feeding on yourself. That's like kind of crazy.
But if he synthesizes it and adds his own blood and like all this kind of other shit, it's not technically. It
is an experiment that he's trying, or that they're trying. They're trying this experiment, and they don't. So the one thing that I will say for in-game is that they are trying to figure out if this is possible and how to make it. It is an experiment that they need to work on. So it's a chemistry thing that they need to work at. Let me check something regarding alchemical mixes, because there's a difficulty on everything on this. I just want to know the specifics of the difficulties for thin blood alchemy tests, their distillations. Here's what I'm thinking. I think that it may succeed. However, yeah, I'm actually gonna make this a roll so that you, Gertie, could know. Just because, well, no, I'm not gonna do it as a roll. I think I actually know the answer to this. So the difficulty for thin blood alchemy, essentially, for all of you at home, thin blood alchemy is a process in which you have to roll to see what the potency of it is. I think not in the moment that it's crafted, but in the moment it's used. And the trick is that the difficulty is 2, 4, and 6. 2 is it's weak. 4 is it works the way you think it will, and 6 is it's better than you thought. For a kindred to be having thin blood alchemical mixtures to sustain themselves, because the thing is with thin blood alchemy, it's more about like the potency of powers that you begin to describe for them, and the desire for thin blood alchemists is to be able to get the disciplines and powers that usually are associated also with kindred, because thin bloods have 0 blood potency. For you to feed off of your own blood supply, I feel as if it would be like the alchemists would have to greatly succeed on their check. I think it is kind of a possibility, but currently it's not. Like, you wouldn't be able to just drain your blood and then re-drink it, I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily think that's a benefit. I also don't want to set the precedent of saying, yeah, you could feed off of yourself and then that would sate your hunger. Because the thing with vampire blood is this: when it leaves the bloodstream, it will already be losing some of its power. That's kind of what he's practicing right now, and that's what he's trying to preserve right now. He's mixing in his blood so that your blood, when it makes contact with it, is fed to the point where you see it begin to bubble and burst like the beast would, but it would also be then like able to be set aside with that same potency level. It's kind of a mixture. So at the moment, I'm going to say I don't know.
It's okay.
Yeah, it is a.
That's
Put
fair.
that on the back.
It's a
burner.
great question.
It was kind of
We're gonna have to
wacky.
see how great White Fang is as an alchemist.
Yeah.
Can I? Okay, I'm ready.
How much hunger do you want to put yourself through?
So, WF. Light Fang. I got.
Don't make that a thing.
I kind of like it.
I don't.
Okay, well, you'll get used to it.
I really doubt that.
You come to love it. I'm pretty likable somehow.
I am too.
Yeah, exactly. So 2 likes equals more positive. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. That's how that saying goes.
Yeah, exactly. But I got a quick question.
I have a quick answer.
If this turns into like favorably for you and things start working and we end up making a full deal going forth, I was wondering if my portion of the deal for my blood would be collecting human blood in packets for my crew, for my people, for the gang. We don't suffer from doing that, but it's always good to have good supply. I'm not telling you draining people and all that kind of stuff. But you said you got connections to things, and I was wondering if that could be made a possibility. I give you my blood to save lives and help other lives. You give some blood back to help out my people. I think it's a pretty fair trade.
What did Nelson tell you about me?
Not a lot, actually. He just said a person called White Fang. That is
Did he not tell you about the kind of people that I'm with?
not at all.
One of the things he brings up to you, he opens up a cabinet and he pulls out a jacket, a small white in one of the kind of like the pin spots. There's a white rose in it. It's made out of thread. It's like it's sewn. They bring it to you. They show it to you. Do you know anything about that?
Briefly. You guys aren't hunters, you're thin-bloods, I think that's all I know.
I run an organization for Thin Bloods. They're in the city.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we wear. It's an indication. It's at least what I wear. I wish we could wear it more prominently so people could know we were out there. But it's tricky. People know me. Well, they heard of me. Angelo, more people know about. White Fang. That's a name that if you know, you know. And you don't share it with people that you don't trust. I don't share it with people that I don't trust.
So Angelo. Between you and me, I call you White Fang, but I don't know why I would be telling anybody anything.
I don't know why either. Anybody finds out you know about Angelo.
That's what I'm trying to say.
The problem with a lot of Thin Bloods, if you don't know anything about us,
I know a little bit.
make an intelligence and occult check.
And what?
Because we gotta roll something. Intelligence occult.
I got 1.
Let's go.
Also, this is the buddy cop film that I've always needed.
Yep.
Baha.
But
Double. So
just a single?
Yeah. So
great.
it's all
Not a
good.
bestial failure.
Yeah, I know. I was just like...
Just one success.
Yeah, no.
Great.
Sorry, my brain
Not-
was just like solved double. I'm like, bestial fail. I'm like, no, it's not.
No,
I-
not
I-
messy critical because it's not
No
paired
messy.
with anything else.
Yeah,
One
okay.
success.
One success.
Yeah. You know about Thin Bloods?
Yeah.
There is 0 blood potency, like the newest generation of vampires to come out into existence. It's kind of it. They kind of ride that line between human and undead. It's kind of what you know.
Yeah. I tell him this. I'm like, I know like that. I don't know. I don't bother no Thin Bloods.
Do you know, like, what our place kind of is amongst everybody?
I know that you're not particularly favored.
We're considered abortions. We're basically considered the runoffs that just kind of have come out of desperate, weak kindred. We're the bottom of the totem poles, or I guess just fucking hate. Anyway, we're just the bottom of the pact. Nobody respects or thinks about us. And when they do, they think about the danger and the threat that we pose to I keep thinking of the words to say for our own people. I keep telling them that it's best to try and embrace it, best to kind of care for it. And the thing is that hundreds of years ago, our kind didn't even exist. It was the clan lists that were believed to be the worst. They were believed to be the apocalypse coming in. And now it's our turn to be believed that way. We are assumed to be the bringers of destruction to your entire way of life, to this city. And the White Rose for me is a dedication to say that's not possible.
I truly believe that any being could be endangered to any being, but that doesn't mean that they're going to be. Other kindred, werewolves, even hell, humans can be a danger to any being if they, put their intent that way. I don't see any threat here. I would never have asked Nelson to leave the room if that was the case. I hope you know that. I respect what you're doing here.
I hope that you will also understand and respect that right now I need to see how this works first before I can make any promises to you.
Yep. I was saying, as I was saying, if it works and we were to make a deal, I wanted you to know what I had in mind to put on the table. That is all.
I'm going to make a roll for him. He's going to try to make an insight check on you.
Oh, I'm being honest. Gertie's
I
a
know.
very honest individual.
I know.
He doesn't know that, though.
He's
like,
increasing his hunger as well for this. Go.
Him sees there's nothing to hide.
What's your charisma?
2.
And what's your composure?
2. My lowest stat is my intelligence.
He gets 3 successes. Looks at you, and in clocking you, he's like, I make it my business. I make it my mission to understand when someone's hurt and been left in a gutter. I don't know how Nelson came to know you, but from your hands, from your jacket, I'm assuming there's a problem at home, and I know what that's like. But I want you to know I'm not going to force you to tell me anything, nor am I going to make you explain yourself, and nor am I going to tell you anything about how you have to be, because that's what every single one of us is dealing with every single day. Do you know how many vampires are in this city?
Quite a few.
If you could range an estimate.
At least a couple hundred.
Do you know how many a healthy population is of our kind, if that could even be described? Do you know what that is?
I was told like 1 to like 10,000 or something like that.
There's approximately between 700 and 800 vampires in the city.
It's quite a few.
Which means, in order for this city, which has about 1,053,000 people in it, that 8 million people would have to come in for this to be a healthy city, for it to be a safe city for all of us, for us to get by. Many people think 300. And many people believe that so much that they would think that many of us don't even deserve a place in this world. They wouldn't make room, they wouldn't try, they wouldn't fight for anything. A lot of us didn't ask for this life. A lot of us didn't ask for any of this. The only thing I want to know is, did you ask for it? Did you want to be a part of this?
I did, but it was the only time I ever felt like I was at home. Because I had none.
I asked for it too. But I asked for it for a very selfish reason. Scared people. When the pandemic came in, a lot of people were shut in and scared, and it was a scary time for all of our people. And some of us didn't know if we were going to make it. Some of us didn't even know if we were going to be able to survive, let alone pay rent, do anything. Some of us just didn't want to die. And there were some people who made a lot of promises. My sire was one of them. I asked to not get sick. I asked to be able to live so I could be able to find some home. But when I did that, I thought I was going to be able to find a community for myself. I was promised that. Turns out, my sire was as desperate as I was. And they killed them for it. A lot of people have been killed for us. And a lot of us have been killed as a response and will continue to be. Either by hunters, by our own kind, or just due to the circumstances of the sunlight getting us when we're too ruined and high and wrecked to get out from the dawn. You wanted a home. You had nowhere else to go. Seems, Gertrude, tell me, you think me, a thin blood, and you, what are you specifically?
Gangrel. Specifically vampire.
True kindred?
I guess.
You think there's any difference between us, really?
I don't.
Well, I can tell you this. As we talk here, as we discuss this, as we figure out exactly where it is about what kind of deals we can make, I can tell you this. Be thankful that you can ask me for anything. In 100 years, we aren't going to be looking eye to eye on the same things. I'll still be trying to survive and fighting for the people that I can, but you'll become more powerful in your own blood that essentially you'll be thinking and valuing other things. In 200 years, if you're even lucky to get to that point, you and I will be natural enemies. Or just enemies through circumstance. I will be a threat to your own existence.
You're only a threat as if you want to be a threat. To me, if you truly stay and be a being of honor, that is what I judge. Not who you are or what you can do to me. At the end of the day, we can potentially be cordial, maybe friends, acquaintances. I will never harm another being based off of my own fears. I know what that looks like, and I refuse to be that.
Well, that's 1 in 800. Goes to work. How much blood, how much hunger do you want to put yourself into for him to do experiments?
It's 1 hunger per 1.
1 hunger per 5.
Oh,
It's gonna get like samples basically.
I'll give him like 10, so 2.
Yeah, sounds good. Put yourself into increase your hunger by 2. You will take 2. As White Fang finishes the process, or they will take 2. As White Fang finishes the process, they seal up their wounds. They take the samples of their blood, kind of like put it in this like makeshift kind of cooler that they have, the specialized kind of space. They let you out and they say, so if you're ever wanting to get in contact with me, you contact Nelson first, and Nelson will be able to indirectly let you know how to, speak with me as well. It's a security process.
That's totally fine. Before I leave, I just want to let you know. I'm sorry for judging and ripping that kid out of your arms. I wish I knew what the circumstances were at the time. I was just doing what I thought was right, but it ended up not being probably the best course of action. I apologize.
Is Keith all right?
Yeah, I kind of hurt his shoulder a little bit, and then I got attacked by some other kindred. But I saved him, and he is good at the hospital. He's healed. He's good now.
How many?
3. In the alley.
Maybe that's a ratio. 3 to 1 odds that we're against.
It was only because I had to protect him, and they jumped us. I still blame myself for a lot of things that night, but I won't go into too much detail. But he's okay.
Right.
And those fuckers still walking about, but not for long. Anyways.
His friend is safe as well, but I'm keeping him in hiding for right now.
That's actually good. Good to know. I was told kind of the friend was the instigator of things, so glad that he's fine too.
Told him they shouldn't be looking for any kind of weed or shit. Anyway. Well, if it is 3-1, basically, let's try to keep it at least this 3 secure. Looks at Nelson. Nelson nods. He also kind of like says to you, it's just like you, Nelson. Or he says, I guess to both of you, it's just like you, Nelson. I owe you one thing and you give me 2 great miracles all at once. Thanks. And he says we'll be in touch. They say we'll be in touch, and they say if you ever see anyone with a white rose, see if you can help him out.
Absolutely.
Closes their office, and Nelson looks at you. If you ever need to contact, ask. Do my best to get in contact.
Yeah.
Make arrangements.
Speaking of like arrangements and shit, do you know any way to get human blood?
Should you talk to Pattie?
That's irrelevant.
I mean, you can look around. There's a lot of people.
Yeah, I guess. I'll think about it. Yeah, so, how do you know White Fang as we're walking?
Yeah,
You know
exactly. Just
How
like,
do you know White Fang?
we worked in a shelter together for a time, and I had helped them out. You know, kind of dealt with some folks who were harassing them.
Good for you. He's a good dude. Kind of like him. Kind of feel
Not
bad.
a dude. I think he gets to walk out. And as you leave, you're basically for the next little while, for the next 3 days. I mean, my only question is, are you gonna be at? You're not gonna be at. You're gonna be at the call, or where are you gonna be?
I drive around for a bit.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I take my phone out and I do the one thing Pattie told me not to do. Call Declan. So I called Declan, which he's not a dummy. I know he doesn't have the same phone.
Well, one of the things I will say here too is in the next 3 days, like as everybody was kind of like, one of the reasons too, people were leaving, getting ready to go at least. Oh fuck! Oh god, I forgot. Nelson runs back upstairs. Shit, totally forgot. Hey, the one thing I did want to ask you for the deal wasn't just to talk to Gertie. It's like, and then,
Yeah, I'm like,
and then
bike,
White Fang's like, the fuck, and Nelson says,
passes the receptionist 1 second.
yeah. If there's one thing, we're trying to find this one kindred, who's kind of like marked Gertie, or at least has like done something to Gertie. We might need your help. Is there a way that you could be able to find it? And as they say, I mean, there's something I can do. Sure. What do you need? When you just need to kind of know tethers and stuff. So yeah, I can do something. I figure that out. Give me a couple days. So Nelson went specifically to White Fang to get some alchemical knowledge to be able to help them find Declan better. And I was like, okay, great. And then they leave, and then they go, and then everybody's like trying to have a meeting, and it's like, let's talk about this Declan guy, and let's like figure it out. You find out that they've been doing research just trying to figure out what the whole structure for Declan was. Like they're trying to figure out exactly who this person is. And then it comes known, like they're gonna go to call Declan.
Yeah, I go to call him.
Great. So as the meeting's about to happen, where everyone's trying to figure out this stuff, and you call, and Declan's like, right, hi,
Hey, Declan.
yeah,
A lot of crazy shit has happened, and I
yeah.
know everything didn't really go out real good, but I just
Oh yeah, no fucking way.
Yeah, I know I'm not supposed to be calling you, but a lot of shit has happened, and I just wanted to make sure that you're alright. You doing okay?
Oh yeah, just want to, Gertie, just want to let you know, I'm gonna be shipping off to Boston. Way-o. Just gonna be,
It's like Cordell is right in
it's
front
right
of me.
fucking here, man. Oh boy, it's like Cordell. Oh, I sound different. Yeah, no, I'm actually heading back home, just for a bit. I just want to let you know, if you got a chance to talk to Penny, she'll probably give you more information. But yeah, I'm gonna be gone. I want to let you know sorry about everything, but yeah, I just gotta go and do this for me right now.
You leave.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I like walk out into a different room. I'm just like, because I was off to the side, but now
Yeah.
I'm like gone. Like, what the fuck do you mean you're leaving?
I mean, I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna go.
That's gonna fucking look.
Right.
I'm not.
Well, I think those fucks you're with right now, I think they're gonna be trying to like headhunt me or something like that.
They just got a couple of questions, and they're gonna be a little bit invasive, but they're not
One
gonna do
person's
it.
like, do we need guns? Do we need guns for this guy?
they just once they know you're a good guy, they'll leave you alone.
I think it's best if I just be able to go to Boston and just kind of let things die down.
Right.
I think it's best
What-
for
what-
everybody right now.
What the fuck do you want me to tell everybody?
I just tell them to I fucking left, and if they fucking do anything, I want to fucking kill them. Just fucking let them know that.
Okay, well, have a good time in Boston. I guess I'll give Penny a call.
Right.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye. We're both like bye. Click.
So the meeting goes, okay, so what we're going to talk about, let's figure out this guy. Well, no. Nelson says, I got one of my contacts where you're going to be trying to like find tethers and try to find out if there's any like mortals or anything that have a connection to them. Roman, well, one of the things we're going to be looking for is we're going to try to figure out, just like follow up on this daughter lead, see if this like pans out. We don't know much about this, but
He's gone.
what do you mean he's gone?
I went against, but I was not supposed to contact him, but I gave him a shout, and he's fucked off out of the city.
He's fucked off?
He needs to go find himself or some shit. And he's also scared you guys were going to hunt him and kill him. So he said, don't come looking for me.
And Person's like, what? Puts a Beverly's like, no, not that guy. This was for fun.
Yeah. So essentially, he got nervous that shit was going down, and he left. But he told me have a good one. So, and I'm gonna assume if he left, he's really he loves his daughter a lot. So I can guarantee you his daughter's not in the city either.
Okay, well.
I don't know if we want to follow that lead of him going to where he's going.
If he's fucked off, he's fucked off. So.
Right? He said don't follow him because if you try to start trouble where he's going to kill you. But he said if you
Everyone just kind of like laughs at that.
Yeah, I'm like, well, yeah.
I mean, fine, yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like we don't really need to do anything much about it unless he comes back into the city.
Great, okay.
We got
I
other
guess new
shit to worry
business. Somebody's got to be able to talk to the Vipers. We got to have meetings and talk about this and all that.
about. Can I do it?
I'll
go with Roman.
Yeah, Roman's like, I mean, if I don't gotta be here, we're gonna go with the nomads. We're gonna drive off and we're gonna leave then. So yeah, we're just gonna go. That was the last bit of business. So
Right.
Dole says I can go with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. You and Dole will be talking to the Vipers sometime.
Do I have to apologize to them for anything? I
You
already
got
did.
a lot to apologize.
Well, I apologized and they still fucking jumped me.
We'll figure that out.
Yeah.
As you kind of like begin to leave the meeting, like kind of deciding, we'll be focusing on the Vipers and go. How do you address Pattie at all?
No, I don't even fucking look at her.
And you're out.
Yeah. I then pick up my phone and be like, I guess I should. This fucking phone has been blown up about these appointments. Maybe I should just like call Penny and talk to her about it. So I literally.
Yeah, you try.
Boop, 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 boop. Well, ring on.
There is a phone vibrating in like on silent, basically on a table that is kind of laid out of all of your own personal effects of things that you had carried on with you.
What a fucking asshole.
You are inside of a hotel room, Penny. It's been 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
You wake up. Your hunger presently the frenzy is gone. You are still hungry, but you are not at a 5. I'm going to say you're at a 4 right now. Okay. You're just away from the, like, you are still starving.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, you know what? Leave it at the 5, but you're not in a frenzy state.
Okay.
You're just kind of like aware that you are hungry. If you were to exert yourself in any way, you would probably put yourself in that position.
Okay.
But you are just aware, like you're shaking, your body is weak, but you are not bound. Your neck is tight. You put it back, and you just feel yourself sit up. And you notice sitting across from you, there are two individuals, one of which you are familiar with, sitting in a suit, a dark blue suit, black tie with black gloves over their hands, a giant mirrored helmet. Sits beside a woman. A woman that is wearing this, she's actually gray in the hair. Kind of like her face is weathered and aged. Her hair is done up in a bun. She stands with strong shoulders. Kind of looks like, Eastern European origins. And she speaks with a clear English voice. She's wearing kind of this brown jacket, dark, like a chestnut brown, burnt. Like the chestnut's burnt, not the jacket.
Yeah.
But she sits before you, also wearing gloves. The voice that comes out of her is one of forcefulness and a command. You're awake. It's early for you. For most, we wanted to see. Usually, we have to come back about 2 weeks.
Penny slowly pushes herself up, gently swings her legs over, primly crosses her ankles, puts her hands on her lap. I apologize for the disruption I've caused. I think I overreacted when I ran into Kay. She promised me blood, and blood was provided. I assume we can have a civil conversation. My name is Constance. And I believe you want to have a conversation.
That we do. You can call myself Mother. You can call me Mother. This here is Mr. Glass to you and to everyone else.
We've met.
I've been told. You just see Mr. Glass, hard, unflinching, staring directly towards you. We were told by our thin blood associate that you were desperate, and it seems that an opportunity has kind of arisen for us to look for a desperate kindred.
I see. Yes, I was in quite a dire situation. I have quite specific feeding requirements, which I am finding it more and more difficult to meet.
We are aware, at least, of part of this. We were told you needed sanguine blood. We didn't realize there were any other stipulations.
No healthy humans. No bags. No animals.
Interesting. So I assume that you are are you a corpse person, or are you a mortally wounded hunter?
A corpse.
A dead.
Well, dead and dying.
So dying.
Yes.
Okay.
Just
Not a full grave robber, but you are a...
when I was embraced, I was headed for the gallows. I may as well be dead myself. And I am.
Hear from Mr. Glassett this saying, we're all dead.
Yes. I was trying to be poetic about my choice of prey in that I prefer not to take life from those who still have life to live.
You hear from Glass, look at Mother and say, this is a mistake. And Mother says, maybe. But maybe not. I don't know what I saw exactly on that camera there. Can you explain to me what it was that possessed you essentially to break your own neck and send you into an immediate state of torpor?
Yes, I was in a frenzied state. I had been expecting to meet Kay to receive a bag of blood, a parcel of blood, and instead I was brought up here. I didn't realize it would be a live feeding. I didn't realize Kay had involved anyone else in the Camarilla. I thought this was a deal between she and I. So my hungry state became a frenzied one. My full beast was on display. I made choices. I knew that when you deal with the Camarilla, you don't get something for nothing. And I wanted an opportunity to talk. First, lucidly. If not incredibly hungry. Haste makes waste. So, in my frenzy, I snapped my neck. And I went into torpor. It's not the first time I've done it. And it likely won't be the last.
It's very interesting. You see that Mother pulls out a small file. Looks up. We were looking for credibilities for a Dr. Penny Potts, and it seems that you have a couple of hands in some written works by Colin Bain. You are cited as a valuable asset within the medical community. You've been renowned in your field for a few years, but it doesn't seem like you go back for quite some time. There's a interesting reoccurrence. You just seem to have popped up. Interesting.
I spent several years operating independently while I built up my career as a therapist and my human persona of Dr. Penelope Potts. I was interested in a quieter life. I was interested in making my own way. I know this is something that is quite disagreeable. However, it was necessary.
It's not necessarily disagreeable. I want you to make a charisma or composure check with subterfuge.
Okay.
The idea of obfuscating a little bit of your own truth and nature.
Okay.
I'm just going to see what we have here for Mother.
Gonna be 2 dice, and they're both hungry.
Okay, Mother.
1 success.
One success?
1 success.
1 failure.
4.
Okay.
The fact that we're vampires. I'm sorry.
Blade.
Mother looks at you. There is nothing wrong with finding your own way. However, we're currently in a situation where we need to understand which kindred have value and which ones don't. So you should consider yourself lucky, and you shouldn't hold any animosity towards Kay. Is that understood?
Yes.
Kay is a cretin, a disgusting little roach, but she's our disgusting little roach.
She's also incredibly talented.
She's incredibly talented for a little roach. Here's what we need you to understand as well. We are in need of incredibly talented individuals, and you seem to articulate yourself very well, and there's a few things I'm certain we could at least learn from your practice, but I also don't necessarily like to do business with someone I don't know, and who I know is keeping a lot more from me. So, we're going to do something. Mr. Glass, can you please have our associates enter in, please? Mother steps up from her padded chair, moves it to the side to sit in. Mr. Glass hesitates for a moment, gets up, skirts the chair, does not turn or shift in an awkward way. It is always directional, is always with purpose. Puts the chair back, opens up the door. Walking in, you see 6 individuals lined up, all wearing the same black suit, same black shirt, black ties, maybe bow tie, maybe necktie, but they are essentially, no, it's all necktie. Nothing makes these people any bit discernible aside from their skin color. They have gloves on their hands. They have blindfolds over their eyes. You see, Mother stands before them. Every one of you, discernment of heights, genders. You are all present here for a test of sorts. You all know your roles. You all know your purposes. And we want to make sure that you all know exactly what you are and what you are here to do. We want to make sure there is no fracturing. We want to make sure that the door is sealed. We also want to make sure that the person that will be looking you over is a talented and exquisite vampire, a kindred worth a place in this city. As this is being discussed, you then hear the door open again. Mr. Glass walks in, and Mr. Glass is holding a katana.
Sorry.
Yo.
Standing with
sick.
a sharp blade at his hand, basically just simply holding it down in position. Now, we know your name, Dr. Pennypots, which is currently your name at this moment. The question that we have for you is this. Do you need a drink for yourself?
Can I ask the price?
Well, if you feel that you would be able to do your efforts of looking over these kindred to make sure that they are fit for their services. We are processing a new form of finding desirables and servants for us. And so we need to make sure that these servants know their roles and responsibilities. If you require a drink, then let's just say that my opinion of you may be a little less. So, does the opinion of Mother mean that much to you?
I would accept a gift from Mother.
Mother looks at you and says, then Mother will grant you a gift. Let us first see how you respond right now, and then we will continue. Mother rips off the blindfolds of one black man, stands before you. The blindfold of a young white woman. Rips off the blindfold of a tall white man. The blindfold of a brown man. Blindfold of an Asian man. Blindfold of the last person at the line. All of them are nondescript. One of these things is not like the other. One of these things you've seen before. His hair slicked back. Olive skin. You look into the eyes of a blank person. You don't recognize the drop of personality. It's been over 9 days, friends. You all see right now a image of a basically personalityless, lack of boisterousness, just a empty shell standing before you of Leonidas. I ask you right now, any need for a drink at this moment, or how are we handling ourselves?
Quite well.
Then a gift shall be given, and that's where we're going to end our session tonight.
Yay. That's exciting.
Well, we got through it, everybody. Thank you all. Thank you guys.
Yes,
Holy cow.
thank you.
That was a lot of fun.
Hey,
Oh, Mother's so creepy. I love
Mother
her
is
already.
creepy as hell.
Oh my god.
Hey, it's great. And hey,
Yeah.
thank you all so very much for watching this session. Thank you all so very much. And I know I don't sound any different. Mother's still happy, I guess. But yeah, thank you all so very much for being here. Remember, even if your voice sucks, even if you're off your meds,
Even if you only got 1 hour of
if
sleep.
you only got 1 hour of sleep, you are welcome, encouraged, and amazing. Especially when you're playing tabletop role-playing games like everybody here. Every one of you, take care. Thank you so very much. And we will see you all again sometime very soon. Well, like in a month, but I'll be doing stuff later. We'll see.
I'll be in torpor.
Yeah.
Love you guys.
Be natural. I can't believe you saved yourself. I'm so proud of you.
Right?
And the way you literally I was like,